better than I know myself. Your ways are higher than anything else. You have a plan far beyond all my wildest dreams. Just like you paint the fiery skies, you chose the color of my eyes. From the start until the end of time, you're in the details. You're in the You said the moon to pull the tides. You speak and move this heart of mine. From the start until the end of time, you're in the details. You're in the details.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
We choose to express ourselves through music.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
I suppose we should get going.
Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. We're live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios.
Yes, we are.
Dex and Steve-O. It's Tuesday. Quality Tam Tuesday, everybody.
It is. Are we going to have a quality Tuesday, buddy?
Yeah, we are. I think.
Woo!
How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to the show. You guys can text in 505-585-LIVE. 585-5483.
I love it.
Also, the studio line is open at 505-338-3700. And good morning, Facebook Live. Christy, Paula, good morning. You guys go watch the show on Facebook and YouTube. What's up, YouTubers? We're live on both those channels.
I love it.
I love you.
I love it so hard, bro.
I love you.
I love you too.
I watched the most depressing trailers this morning.
He did, dude. I walked in here and he was like curled up in the fetal. I'm like, what are you doing? And then we proceeded to watch like the next 10 depressing trailers.
Yeah, it was the depressing wormhole trailer.
Gosh, it was like you watched one with Joaquin Phoenix and then we got to watch 30 with Joaquin.
Yeah.
All super indie, all depressing.
Yeah, and I was sitting there watching these trailers going, these look awesome, but I'll never watch them.
Yeah, no.
Ever.
I might watch the one with the guy with the beard.
Guy with the beard.
And Michael Cera.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that one looked weird.
Yeah, I know. They all did. You were watching indie trailer film things. Speaking of, I was in a fake movie.
I thought that was a documentary.
I'm not supposed to tell anybody, man. See, I daylight as a normal Christian morning show DJ. Personality, if you will.
Yeah.
But speaking of personalities, multiple.
You have multiple personalities?
I spend my afternoons at the park. I had a good friend who was like, hey, man, you have a really cool life with a family and a really rad job. I'd love to document what you do when you leave the morning show. And I said, are you sure?
Oh, gosh.
And he was like, I'm down for whatever. And I said, follow me. And what transpired after, I cannot be responsible for because it was almost as if my super cool safety goggles took over.
Do you become somebody else when you put those safety goggles on?
I think so. He documented it. If you'd like to check it out, it's on our Facebook page, facebook.com/star88fm.
All right, everybody that has seen this little short film needs to comment or call in and let us know what you think. Because Steve-O did this 3 minute.
Yeah.
It's just 3 minutes.
It's a 3-minute short film submission.
And it's all about this really creepy guy starring Steve-O.
Yeah.
He pretty much just plays himself. Okay. I don't want to give it away, but there's this really cool twist. It's just, it was done very well by Jordy and Brent and everybody else that worked on the film. I don't know, but yeah, it's cool. They shot it entirely on an iPhone 7. Here's what the story says. A story of a man who becomes infatuated with a beautiful woman when his interests start to evoke something more, something darker.
Yeah.
He ends up down a self-destructive path of reckless obsession. Oh!
Okay.
You're a murderer!
I mean,
You're a psycho killer!
Murder's a really broad term. Murder could mean so
You pulled it off, man. You pulled off
things.
a crazy
I know.
stalker.
My sister hit me up yesterday like, you're gross! What's wrong with you? Why would you do this? And I'm like, hey, it's called acting. It's a short film.
There's a point, this part where he's laying on his bed.
Stop it!
And he's got the most creepy look. That image is just
burned into his retinas.
Into my
forever.
brain.
I'm just gonna start caressing my chest and looking at you. Yeah, dude. So some really good friends of mine have a film production company called Widow Tree, and they found this competition in New York City, and it's a 3-minute short film. It has to be shot on an iPhone 7. So the entire thing was shot on an iPhone. And They had to basically storyboard it, get everything ready, shoot it, have it produced and put together so it could be on YouTube by Monday.
Yeah.
And views count as votes, and I really hope they win because it was crazy just being a part of that in just the acting process of it and like watching everything that went into making it. So
I'm excited to see the extended.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be released to the public, bro.
The
I don't know if I want
extended
you
version.
seeing the extended. It's a lot of nudity.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of.
I don't know.
Really
about that.
stretched the limits of my acting chops. I'm just kidding.
So go watch the 3-minute movie. It's called The Venus,
Yeah.
and it's on YouTube.
We posted it to our Facebook page, facebook.com/star88fm. But yeah, I shared it everywhere on my Facebook and Instagram. It's in my profile. There's a link there that you can go to because, yeah, I was pretty proud to be a part of something like that. So they'll be joining us at the 8 o'clock hour to talk about this.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think. Sam says, will Steve-O be cooking up some pet rabbits?
Okay.
He's that kind of guy in this movie. He is. He skins animals. He stalks women.
Whatever.
And men, probably.
You know?
Probably stalks men, too.
Oh, gosh.
He's skin. Well done, man. Well done. You did good. You did good.
It was definitely interesting. There was one moment where I should wait. You know what? I'm saving this for the 8 o'clock hour. But yeah, they're coming in, and they I will say they stretched me. And Jordy, the director, was really pushing me and like, no, I need you to do that. Okay, this and yes, just like that. All right, can you breathe heavier? And at one point, I almost passed out.
You hear Steve go.
I was like hyperventilating. It was fun.
505-338-3700 if you'd like to call in.
Yeah.
Let us
Somebody
know.
said I watched 50 Shades of Jeter last night. Was the main character a contractor trying to figure out the safety goggles?
Yeah. Yeah. Go watch it, guys. Go watch it.
Yeah.
I wish there was I wish you guys talked in it. You know?
I mean,
I don't know. It's just
why would I talk though?
I mean, you don't have to, but
I feel like the music,
Well, I want
because it
some
starts
lines.
kind of chill, and if you'll note that the build,
Yeah.
it's kind of,
it's pretty cool.
it's supposed to be a thriller.
It's
Yeah.
really good, guys. It's really good.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll make that into a movie.
Maybe they
A
will.
real movie
Mm.
from Lionsgate Films.
Okay. Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, so 8 o'clock, we'll talk to Jordy and Brent
Okay.
about The Venus starring Steve Jeter. Would you go by Steve Jeter or Steve-O Jeter if
Actually-
you made it in the acting biz?
Funny little thing. Yesterday, Jordy was getting everything together and was like putting credits together and stuff, and goes, "Do you have an IMDb?" And I'm like, "No, of course I don't have an IMDb. Why would I have an IMDb?
I mean, I have an
don't-
IMDb.
I don't do this.
You
I
don't have an
know.
IMDb? I got an IMDb.
Well, it turns out I do have an IMDb.
Yeah.
I have an IMDb from all the years of doing You Rock and Rock This Restaurant on the CW and on Fox. And I have an IMDb as Steve-O Jeter.
Oh, so it's Steve-O Jeter.
STEVO.
Would
Yeah,
you
and I was
change
like,
it or you keep it Steve-O
huh.
Jeter?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Steven Jeter sounds more.
Prestigious.
Yeah. Steven Jeter.
Back in the day when I was young and I was like, guys, I'm going to be a serious actor. I'm going to do this. I was like, my stage name, because everybody's got a stage name. My stage name is going to be Stephen Michael because that's my middle name.
There's already a Stephen Michael Quesada.
Yeah, this was a long time ago, okay? Before
can't
he
use
was
that.
doing Breaking Bad.
Yeah, he took it. Can't have that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, let's see. What do we got on the show this morning? 5 stats about our showering habits. I saw this morning. I got really excited because we were talking
gosh, I
about some
don't-
weird things on the show yesterday.
No!
We were finding some weird things, talking about some weird things on the show about bathroom habits. And then in the news this morning, I saw 5 stats about our showering habits.
Okay.
And there's some pretty cool stats on like the things we were talking about. Like, do you ever pee in the shower?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. How many? What do you think the percentage is of people? Do you think it's more that do or don't?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that it's definitely more that do because of the fact that everyone but me yesterday said they did pretty much.
67% of us go to the bathroom in the shower.
Okay.
33% said no way.
Well, yeah. Of course, bro.
How often do you use a fresh towel? Do you wash your hair first or last?
Wait,
when you
what?
take a bath, do you usually take a quick shower afterward to rinse off your own filth you've been soaking in? Ever thought of that?
I do. And yes, of course, I jumped directly into the shower.
How often do you shower? These are all great questions we're going to discuss this morning.
Ugh, I don't want to go
On
over
the
these
show.
habits.
On the show coming up.
All right.
It's going to be great and glorious. Some Winter Olympic highlights coming up. And, yeah, I don't know. That's about it. We'll give some more tickets to the Roadshow tour.
I'm down with that.
We got a new game
Help
coming
some
up.
people out.
Let's kick off the show with this cool story.
All right.
Let's head on over to Northern England. Beautiful.
All
there.
right, then.
Beautiful.
Hi, welcome to Northern England.
Beautiful there.
I'm just trying to set the mood now that I'm, a famous actor.
You're so famous.
So famous.
There's a police officer in Northern England named Mohammed Nadim.
Oi, I'm Mohammed Adim. Welcome to the morning invasion. We're in Northern England.
He hasn't been a cop for very long.
I haven't been a cop for long because I worked at the old Blockbuster.
He's still training and looks like he's in his mid-20s.
Hello, check out me mustache.
Well, on Saturday, he saw a guy fall into a freezing cold river.
Oh no, I think that guy fell into the river.
He was struggling to keep his head above water.
I hope that guy can keep his head above water. It looks like he's struggling.
So without thinking, Mohammed jumped in to save him.
It's a good thing I brought my Speedo. Oh, that was kind of Australian. I'll stop.
The only problem is he's not a strong swimmer either.
Okay, great.
He actually says he can't swim. I can't swim!
Crikey, what was I thinking? That's still Australian, okay.
Well, apparently he had some skills, or this would have turned out completely different.
Yeah.
He also jumped in with all his gear on, and that weight made it even harder. But somehow managed to stay afloat, help the guy to shore, so they both made it out okay.
Okay.
Not clear how deep the water was. I was hoping it would be like 2 feet.
Like, oi, just stand up, you! What's all this about then?
The river was moving pretty fast, but there's body cam footage of it, and it looks deep enough in the middle that they couldn't touch the bottom. Mohammed says he never thought about any of that. He just reacted. That's what they all say.
Yeah.
All the heroes say that. I didn't think.
I didn't have time to think about anything. I just reacted. This is terrible. He's like shouting everything. I can't control the inflection of my voice.
Oh, yeah, that would be hard. Jumping in with all your gear on.
This body cam footage is terrible.
Man, you can just see the
It's literally
water.
just swirling
the,
water.
The view of the water is beautiful.
boring. It's boring. Come
Wow,
on.
that lasted seriously 15 seconds. That's how long it took to get that guy. Because it was right next to the shore.
Yeah.
You know what? Shout out to Mohammed Nadim because things could have turned out differently.
That's true.
So our lesson today is that when you see something going on, you see somebody in need and help, you see somebody drowning, you see somebody that is about ready to die, you don't think, man.
Okay. No,
you
you should
just go.
Definitely think sometimes. 'cause
Yeah, you probably
if
should,
you can't-
right?
If you can't swim.
Because he didn't know how to swim.
But, I mean, it worked out well for that guy.
Because it was right next to the shore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll inspire you guys to hold a door for someone today. Or did you see the I don't want to talk about this, but just the hero in the shooting down in Florida, the gym teacher
Yeah.
that was holding the door trying to get kids out, and he got shot multiple times.
Yep. Did you see his wife at the funeral?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Gosh, man.
Why did you bring that up?
I just thought of I mean, that's
Because
just,
he's a hero?
he's a hero, man.
He is a hero.
He's a hero.
Is that like in the news this morning, or do you want me to just talk about it now, since you just basically told the story without telling the story, and people are like, what did he do?
He held the door and saved all these kids' lives.
And did you hear about the conversation he had with his wife like weeks ago?
I didn't read the whole story.
Okay. So this teacher, I'm going to find it because I want it to be accurate. See, guys, you don't just read something on Facebook and then blab about it. I want to make sure that I have my
I gave
facts
accurate
correctly.
details.
No, I know you did. You did a
I
really
didn't
good
give
job.
all
It was
the
vague,
details.
but that was good because, okay.
Pretty sure it was gym teacher, though, right?
Yeah. He was, there you go. Gosh, this is so sad.
Oh, man.
He's a Long Island native. He died saving students in Florida last week. He had seriously recently given his fiance specific instructions about his funeral should he ever die in a school shooting.
Oh, my gosh.
I guess what happened is they watched coverage of another school shooting on television, and he said, promise me if this ever happens to me, you'll tell them the truth. Tell them what a jerk I am. Don't talk about this hero stuff. Because he lived a normal life. And so he didn't ever want to be portrayed a hero, but he did say that if he should ever die in a school shooting, please tell them the truth. Tell them what a jerk I am. And so at his funeral, his wife said, okay, Scott, I did what you asked. Now I can tell the truth. You are an amazingly special person. You are my first love and my soulmate. And a hero.
Hold it together. You got this. You got this.
He's a 35-year-old geography teacher. He was born in Long Island. What he did was he unlocked his classroom after shots had been fired because he heard some students screaming in the hallway.
Yeah.
So he opened up his classroom door, grabbed some of the students, got them inside of his classroom, but then got hit by bullets while trying to lock the door again to keep the killer, Nicholas Cruz, out. So, what's incredible about that is he was still, even though he got hit, he was still able to close the door, lock it, and secure it. And so everyone in that classroom lived.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Freaking hero.
What was that teacher's name? Give him a shout out.
Yeah, Scott Beagle.
Scott Beagle. Pray for that family.
Yeah, and pray for his fiance Gwen. So it's just tragic that this teacher was like, "Hey, honey, if I ever die in a school shooting, make sure you say this about me. Make sure you just tell them the truth about me, that I'm not some hero, that I'm a jerk." And I
was talking to my daughter the other day about how many times they have fire drills.
Yeah.
Or even so they have fire drills, and then they have just, what do you call them? The drills if the shooter comes in. What would you call those? Just
lockdown
drills? I don't know if they have those
drills.
But she was saying they've had like one fire drill all year long.
Yeah. Yeah.
And man, that's something I think schools, they better start really getting it together with that stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, yeah.
They should be doing that every day.
Yeah, the crazy thing, that how I discovered this story was because of Derek Carr, the quarterback for the Oakland Raiders, actually tweeted this story yesterday, along with the verse, John 15:13. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friend, and how this was the gospel. This was the greatest love, and it's incredible to hear stories like that of human beings in moments of crisis rising up, protecting those who can't protect themselves, saving lives, truly saved lives that day, at the cost of his own.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Scott, you're a hero.
585 Live. You can text into the show. You can also call us 505-338-3700.
I made Britt cry. I'm sorry, Britt. To be fair, she's pregnant. She cried yesterday watching like a commercial.
Did you cry watching Steve-O's movie? The Venus. The Venus. Steve-O is starring in a new short film called The Venus. I don't like that name. I think the Venus.
It makes all the sense in the world when you watch it, though. You get it, right?
Yeah, no, I get that.
Okay.
I just really like the other title that the other Starmy member came up with.
50 Shades of Jeter.
50 Shades. Jordy and Brent, you missed it. 50 Shades of Jeter.
That's not a thing. That is not a thing.
Go to our
my
Facebook
gosh.
page. We posted this 3-minute short film starring Steve-O. And I promise you, if you know Steve-O, you've never seen him like this before. Or maybe you have.
Okay.
All right, we got to take a quick break. We're live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 studios. We got some headlines when we come back.
The full counsel of God's Word. That's what we need in our pulpits. Skip Heitzig gets right to the issue in this hot spot.
Many ministries are out of balance. Many so-called healing ministries or even so-called preaching ministries because there's no teaching.
Hot spot. Job 1 on Jesus' priority list, teaching.
That's Jesus' method. Teach them truths, turn them loose. Teach the disciples, get them to preach, and let them go out and do it.
Find more from Skip at connectwithskip.com. Connectwithskip.com. Now, Skip zeroes in.
Believers don't really need the preaching of the gospel. They're saved. They need the teaching of the word to grow.
Get the Skip Heitzig podcast on your mobile device wherever you get your audio.
So do you understand why teaching, equipping saints is so important? Because it's God's people who will go out into the community.
Hotspot.
Chris Tomlin has a reminder for you. No matter where you end up in life, there's always a road back home where a father awaits with open arms. A solar flare. Star 88. Andy Stanley examines the life of David in this Star PowerPoint.
This is why you and this is why I have the potential to resent our parents more than anyone else. because our hope was, or perhaps still is, in them. You never placed much hope in that couple living across the street, did you? Your parents could make you so mad, but you were always polite to the neighbors, which made your parents so mad. And you continue to be polite to your neighbors. I mean, this is true of you who are parents, right? You have a son or a daughter that's driving you crazy, and when they're with friends, they're so polite, and you're thinking, I knew that was in you. Why can't you do that at home? Or somebody brings your son or daughter back and say, they are such a gentleman, she's such a lady, and you look to make sure they brought the right kids home. You know, what is that, right? But again, it's the nature of wherever we place our hope, that is where our trust is. And wherever we place our trust, that's where our hope is.
That's Andy Stanley with a PowerPoint on Star 88.
What's going on in the news today?
Multiple reports now say a former Trump campaign staffer is ready to flip and testify against ex-campaign chairman Paul Manafort. Rick Gates also is expected to plead guilty to fraud charges.
2 women, 1 man and a 6-year-old child are in the hospital after they were shot while waiting to be seated at a Texas Roadhouse restaurant in San Antonio.
Dallas police say a postal service worker was found shot to death inside of a mail truck on Interstate 30.
About 100 students will be in Tallahassee to talk about gun control with state lawmakers.
The White House now says the president supports efforts to improve the nation's background check system.
The Canadian women's hockey team has advanced to the gold medal game. They will, of course, be facing the United States.
People have been killed in Mozambique's capital after heavy rains triggered the partial collapse of a 3-story tall mound of garbage.
ISIS is now claiming responsibility for an attack on a church in Russia.
The worldwide consumption of traditional beer is dropping, while non-alcoholic beer is enjoying an increase.
Wicked winter storms rolling across the country.
The percentage of doctor visits for flu-like symptoms has leveled off over the last couple of weeks.
A pricey Picasso painting has gone missing from a downtown Milwaukee art gallery. It's estimated to be worth some $50,000.
Dang, dude. All right, there's crazy talk, man.
Crazy headlines.
Yeah, for real.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Tex and Steve-O. Morning Invasion being brought to you by Preston Hart. Screen printing, live printing, graphic design, PrestonHart.com. Your chance at roadshow tour tickets for King and Country, Matthew West, Zach Williams, Santa Ana Star Center, February 24th. Your chance coming up on the show. Good morning, YouTube. We're live on the YouTubes. Just search Star 88 FM. We're also live on Facebook. Yvonne, way to go. She just got done with her cardio. Heading over to the weight training section. That's something I need to start doing. I need to work out again.
Dude, come to my house, bro. Got some kettlebells.
You have 1 kettlebell.
I have 2.
You have 2?
Uh-huh.
No
got
kidding?
a second one.
You got a second one?
I did.
What's the weight?
15.
Good. You know,
It's so that my
because the other
kids-
one's what, like 80?
I think it's 54.
That was heavy.
Yeah.
I picked it up the other day at your house, and I was
I
going,
guess.
ugh. I do like 3 of these things.
Well, I'm just saying.
When we
That's where
did
you
CrossFit, I
gotta
was
start somewhere.
I always went to like the 30s.
You always, yeah.
Like 25 or 30s.
But you would crush it.
Yeah.
So I think reps are pretty important too, right? So
I guess. I don't know how it all works, man.
I apologize.
I am pretty ripped, but you know, it's all good.
Yeah, I got a 15-pounder courtesy of Dave the Drummer Dave for Luke, so that, or any Jeter boy, really.
Yeah, if you guys want to.
Or do you, Dex, if you want to.
Yeah, can I borrow it, man?
Well, you got to work
just
out
come
with
over
me.
and grab it and take it over to the
No,
Petersons.
got to work out with me.
If anybody has any kettlebells that are now used as weights for something that's, you know, you don't work
Isn't that
out
what
with.
they're all
I mean-
used for? You mean if anybody has any weights they're not using, they want to give you? Is that what you're
I didn't
trying to
say
say?
it. I didn't say that. I just didn't say it. Didn't say that. I do like a good kettlebell swing.
Amazing.
Coming up at 8, Jordy and Brent will be on. They put together this really cool 3-minute short film that they're actually trying to win this contest right now. So if you guys could be so kind to go to our Facebook page, or you can find it on YouTube. It's called The Venus by Widow Tree.
Yeah.
If you could share that with everybody. Because if they win, so they get flown out to New York, and what else do they get if they win?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find out
Yeah,
when
we'll
they come
find
in
out.
at 8. But
I posted on our Facebook Live, on our YouTube page. You can check it out.
it
Or on our YouTube
stars.
Live, I
It
should say.
stars Steve-O
It is
Jeter.
a 3-minute short. You can't say stars.
Well, you're the star.
Yeah, but not.
Guys, go watch the 3-minute film and let us know what you think of it.
They're coming in at 7:30, by the way.
This story is about Steve-O,
It's shut
who becomes infatuated with this woman.
Okay.
He stalks this woman. And so
The way you say it, it sounds so creepy. It seemed so normal.
It seems like in the film
my
you've
brain.
been stalking this girl for quite some time.
Sure does.
And finally, you get enough courage to follow her home.
Okay, will you stop?
And that's all I'll tell you. But Steve-O definitely pulls it off.
YouTube.com/Star88FM. I'd just like people to go there and be a part of the show there purposefully because Britt, she is the leader of the Facebook Live.
Oh, is she?
And she is currently trying to make sure that everybody stays on Facebook Live.
Oh, is she campaigning to make sure people don't leave Facebook?
Yes. So she wants to know the failure rate there because currently there's 17 people watching on YouTube and more than double that on Facebook Live.
Yeah,
so she just like
usually-
to remind people that.
Well, usually YouTube's been having more people on live than Facebook. So Facebook.
I think it's
blowing
because
up.
good old Britt Romney over there is campaigning for Facebook. That's my favorite name I just invented. Come on!
Britt Romney.
Because she's campaigning.
Yeah, like Mitt Romney. I
Thank
get
you.
it. Yes.
Thank you. I have to explain it. It's just not as good.
Britt Romney.
It's because she's a politician. Seth, you are welcome.
We're looking for that leader to step up on the YouTube site. Who's it going to be? We need a captain of the YouTubers.
Oh,
so far,
man.
Loretta's the only one that's chimed in on the chat room.
I want to see who endorses Britt Romney for her campaign on Facebook Live as the campaign manager. Because yesterday, our president endorsed Mitt, and it didn't go well. It
didn't
did
go
not go well.
Why didn't it go
No,
well?
because, listen, I
Do you
love
want
me some
President
Mitt
Trump to
Romney.
endorse you?
I mean, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. However, he got the endorsement, and I happen to follow Mitt on Twitter.
Steve loves Mitt Romney. He voted for Mitt.
And he totally thanked the president yesterday. Tagged him and everything on Twitter. Was like, hey, I'd just like to thank the president for his endorsement of me running in Utah. And then he got destroyed with words. Because it's like, bro, you don't even like him. Why are you accepting his endorsement?
Did you see
politics are interesting?
Did you see what President Trump tweeted about Oprah? He's calling out Oprah. I don't think he wants to be president again. I don't think he wants another 4 years after this.
I mean, it's been a pretty interesting 4 years.
Because I feel like the one
2
person
years,
that
year
you
and a
probably
half?
shouldn't mess with is Oprah.
I mean,
because then
he's always
Oprah's
messed
got
with
that.
Oprah.
She's got incredible power.
She's got the power.
I don't know if you would want to mess with her.
Oh, Britt Romney's campaigning already. Gosh, I awake to the monster.
I'd like to thank the
Awoken.
American people. Whatever, Britt. That's funny.
Oh man. Again, that's youtube.com/star88fm if you'd like the kinder, gentler, betterer live stream.
It's better.
Okay. Am I her adversary? Is that what's happening? YouTube 2020. All right. Sylvester Stallone yesterday was part of a horrible death hoax. We actually broke this. I was pretty proud of myself.
Yeah, we broke it yesterday. Guys.
Broke it, bro, within moments of finding out that no, he's not really dead. Your news source for all things epically incredible, The Morning Invasion.
We're half balanced.
YouTube.com/star88fm. Social media yesterday announced the death of Sylvester Stallone, and of course, social media was very, very wrong. The alleged cause of death was prostate cancer, which Stallone supposedly kept a secret until the end. One guy even posted pictures of him looking sickly with much of his hair having fallen out. Sylvester Stallone shared that post to his Instagram and said, "Please ignore this stupidity. Alive and well and happy and healthy, still punching." He didn't explain the pictures, but they were probably from a movie. And let's be real, they were probably from Creed 2. If you saw the first one, Rocky battled lymphoma. And I'll tell you right now, if cancer beats him in Creed 2,
oh gosh,
I will die a horrible, tragic,
knockout punch,
sad tears movie death.
So I died. I almost died in Creed 1. Like I was bawling like a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, if you guys haven't seen Creed yet, it is so good. It's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Dude. Yeah. I was really mad at me for not listening to you. Because you're like, bro, Creed.
Yeah, you're like,
it's the movie of the year that year. It was the best movie I saw that year. I'm like, you're out of your mind. And then I went and watched it and was like, no, you've got a point. Creed was incredible. It was brilliantly done.
Seeing Rocky vulnerable like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's just Stallone, man. Like, his acting is really good in that.
Yeah.
And Michael B. Jordan, always top notch.
Yeah, he's
Killmonger, bro. Killmonger.
And it looks like in Creed 2, the Russian is back.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool.
Yeah, it was going to be cool. He totally posted. Did you see the movie poster for Creed 2? Okay. I follow Sly on social media as well.
Like, yeah, man. He definitely does. Yeah, he messes with his daughters a lot. It's pretty funny.
Yes, he does. That's how I knew he wasn't dead. Moving on.
Yeah, Frank Stallone, his brother, he posted something yesterday about the whole, whoever shared that hoax, and he was just upset because you can imagine as a family member, and then you get the news from Instagram or Facebook that your brother or family member died. That'd be awful. I'd be so mad.
Yeah.
I'd track that person down.
Moving on. One of the many, many terrible things about social media, other than the Sylvester Stallone death hoax yesterday, is the fact that it feels like it might be replacing real human interaction. So even though you've got 1,000 friends, you're actually just a lonely hermit. I know this life all too well. My family has been in Las Vegas, Nevada for 5 days.
How you doing, man?
And let's see, I watched some really good television, and I played some video games. Let's see, I met someone actually.
Oh, you met somebody online?
Yeah, not online. She's really sweet. She works at the drive-thru at Dion's, and I've talked to her literally every day since my family's been gone because I don't know how to do anything, so I just order out.
Gosh. Cook a meal, man.
Hey there, Dion's girl. All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. All right. Yeah. I can't do anything tonight. I'm planning on seeing the Rose Garden Girl.
Oh, my gosh.
For someone who proclaims healthy lifestyle and cooking, it's much easier when your bride does all the grocery shopping and you just have to cook the food. I was lost. I was so alone. Yeah, I didn't know how to do anything.
I think we should do that. If you're married, you should just leave your partner for a little bit.
What?
Yeah. Because then you can realize that the grass isn't greener on the other side.
Yeah.
You can appreciate what your partner does for you.
Seth chimed in on Facebook Live and said, but aren't Jack and Brody here? Listen, you're killing my narrative. It's called acting! Actually, yeah, we had a really good time. Went saw Black Panther. I did go to the grocery store. I got stuff for sandwiches and all that. So
sandwiches?
Yeah, I didn't really meet Dion's girl or Rose Garden Girl more than twice. Yeah. Moving on. Well, not moving on. I haven't even talked about
I was going to say,
story.
did you tell us about?
According to a new study out of the University of Kansas, there's zero connection between how much time you spend on social media and how much time you spend face-to-face with people. In other words, social media doesn't make you lonely, Dex. It's just basically you're a hermit because you're so lonely. Let's go dancing. Come on, Dex.
I am dancing.
You and me.
So I dance.
All right. Social media does not make you lonely. There's no guarantee. It's just because, you know, someone's active on social media, they won't also have an active social life. So there you go. We're going to be active. Gosh, this is why you're so sad.
Oh, that's gross.
Gosh, you listen to the saddest of music. Can't do that, bro, especially when you're alone. Gotta listen to like positive, upbeat stuff.
And now it's time for
Random
Facts.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Number one of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time. It's known as The Matrix. And the green computer code in the movie is actually a sushi recipe.
Really?
Yeah, that's weird, right? Number 2, Florida passed a law in 1989 that banned bars from holding dwarf throwing contests.
No way!
And that law held up when a state representative tried to get it repealed in 2011 because dwarf throwing contest sounds hilarious.
Yeah, when I worked at The Edge, we did a promotion at the launch pad where they were chucking dwarves. Yeah. I remember.
No, number 3.
No
Teddy
way.
bears, which were named after Teddy Roosevelt, were a huge hit. So
Did I say chucking dwarves?
Toy company tried to recreate the formula with the next president, William Howard Taft, and sold stuffed possums called Billy Possums. They did not catch on. Number 4, every curling stone ever used in the Olympics has come from a tiny island called off the coast of Scotland.
No kidding.
Yeah. And 5, the bacteria population in just your mouth alone is larger than the entire human population on Earth.
This has been today's edition of
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Random
Facts. No way.
Yeah, I did it, guys.
That's pretty incredible, right? The
Totes.
bacteria population in just your mouth is larger than the entire human population on Earth.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Pretty gross.
Why is it gross, man?
I don't know, but it is. Britt Romney is just nonstop today on Facebook.
Britt Romney. What is she saying?
Well, going back to the lonely story, she's... Never mind. I'm not even gonna...
Britt Romney. This is the first news I've heard about that. Tag me on Facebook.
Stop it!
What?
Americans have 2 months of bad days every year. Which means we got to cheer up, bro. Hey, buck up there, little guy. It's going to be okay. According to a new survey, Americans have 60 bad days every year, which means we spend 2 entire months stressed out, unhappy, tired, or angry. Are you ready for the top 5 things that ruin our day? Number 5, having plans fall through.
Oh, I hate that.
You were sure it was going to go down.
That. Oh,
you had it in your brain like, yes, dude, this is totes happening, and I'm really stoked. And the people that you depend upon fail you, and then you think, what is life without friends? I'm gonna go home and watch Friends on Netflix.
that sounds like a good time.
Number 4. I've never heard of this one. Stress at work?
Yeah, you get stressed.
Really?
I don't know why you get stressed at
I
work.
do. I do quite a bit.
This is the most unstressful place ever.
Maybe it has something to do with like times where we tell people that they should leave their spouse to teach them a lesson, and I
That's
wonder,
not what
are
I
we gonna
meant.
have a job?
I didn't say
Are
like
we?
leave them. I just meant give them some time off from you.
Okay.
Don't be so stressed, man.
Number 3, having a money issue. And oh man, I can't even begin to tell you guys how this weekend I had a hit my knees crying and tearing my clothing. Yes, just weeping over money issues. My wife's car broke down in Vegas. But you know what? God is incredible and performed a miracle like I've never seen. And
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
There was no need to stress.
There wasn't, honestly, because, Chrissy and Luke went to Vegas, Nevada for a baseball tournament. Car broke down outside of Holbrook. So they get to Holbrook, Arizona, and they plug it in. They're like, No, it seems fine. You guys should just get back on the road. Yeah, it didn't go well. So it was a really long, exhausting trip. She's still stuck out there because the mechanics were trying to work on it. Of course, it's thousands of miles away from me. Hundreds, actually, miles away from me. So who knows? And
You gonna be okay, man?
It was a bad deal.
You
Yeah.
wanna come stay at the Petersons?
No, I'm good. I promise. God is incredibly good. So
You can sleep in
it
my
worked
bed.
out. No. Number 2.
Sleep on the floor.
Although I do want to say, shout out to my dear friend Paul DiLorenzo, who owns, the Quality DiLorenzo.
Paul,
what's up? That's where we got the van. That's where we got the Mazda. And he's an amazing dude and helped me tremendously yesterday. God used him in a mighty way. So it was incredible.
How did he use me?
No. Number 2. The top 5 things that stress us out year to year. Feeling sick. And I feel like that complicates everything. When you don't feel well, I am quicker to like be grumpy or exhausted or stalk girls at a park and try and murder them in their home. Trust me, the documentary's on Facebook. I wasn't feeling well this weekend.
It's true, guys. Go watch it.
I became a
It's
whole new
creepy.
person on Friday.
It's so creepy.
Yeah. Number 1. The number 1 thing that ruins a human being's day. Not getting enough sleep.
Cause you had a bad
day. Dex, when was the last time you got enough sleep?
You know what? What do you mean good sleep?
Yeah. When was the last time you got enough?
So I get 4 hours. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but is that enough?
Um,
When was the last time you went to a doctor and talked about this?
What are you saying?
They have a pill for it.
Actually, the weekends is when I stay up late.
Really?
And stalk
That's-
people. at
Okay.
night.
All right. That's not. We are definitely fired. Yeah. Yeah. Posted the documentary. You can check it out. Please do. Coming up at 7:30, we'll talk about the creators of said documentary. How they discovered me.
The movie's called The Venus.
Survey also found, by the way, we let much more minor things send us into downward spiral. 25% said they lost it over a bad hair day. 8% have gotten depressed over their favorite sports team losing. 8%, that's it. You are clearly not dedicated to your team.
I can't stand people like that.
What?
I'm serious. If I see a stupid video on Facebook where some idiot is freaking out over their team losing or the other team scoring a
You're not a real
touchdown, ugh,
You're not a real fan.
you're ridiculous.
Yeah.
That drives me crazy. Don't talk to me if you're that person. I'm way too good for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna start saying that. Don't talk to me. I am way too good for you. Can you imagine if you started saying that? I am way too good for you.
Yeah, you do it again, I'm gonna punch you in the throat. Oh, do we have time for one more?
No!
Okay, fine.
We're done.
Fine.
We're fired.
Cause you had a bad
Welcome to the show, everybody. Make sure you go check out that little 3-minute short film starring Steve-O Jeter. It's up at our YouTube channel. It's up at our Facebook page. I posted it on my Facebook page.
Yeah, I posted it.
Steve-O's. It's out there. Go share it.
It is.
So Jordy and Brent can win. And they can go to New York and win fantastic prizes. I don't know.
Or, you know, just
Or maybe you
support
could get
local
famous.
film.
Maybe
It's
you
pretty
get
cool.
famous,
No,
you know?
No, that's not.
Yeah,
okay.
bro.
That is not a thing.
That's my retirement plan is you. You know?
We are so
I'm not focused on the lottery
That is
anymore.
your
I'm
retirement plan.
focused
We
on
are
Steve-O Jeter. We'll be right back. Hang out.
I'm Daniel, and it's time to get in the techno. You love watching your TV, but how do you feel about your TV watching you? Consumer Reports has uncovered that literally millions of smart TVs can easily be hacked. Affected TVs include many Samsung models as well as TCL and TVs using Roku software and just kind of Roku in general. So the most the hacker can do is change channels, turn up the volume, or play, quote, offensive content. Doesn't sound like that big of a deal, right? But what if some hacker cranked the volume and blasted dirty images to your grandma? Or in the middle of the night, the TV in your room turns on to static and demonic voices. Or you leave your kids watching Phineas and Ferb only to come back to them watching some nasty, gruesome video. Testing also found these TVs collected very detailed information on their users. Sounds like a win-win here. I'm Daniel, and now you're in the Techno on Star 88.
A supernova on Star 88 with David Jeremiah.
You know, not long ago, a Gallup poll was taken among the Christian people, and interestingly enough, what they found was this. As income goes up, the percentage of giving goes down. When a person, a Christian across the country, when a Christian has so much money, he'll give this much, but when he gets more, he will give less. The idea that the more we have, the more we will give is totally felonious. It's not true, because the nature of man is that when we have more, we begin to allow that to take control of us, and we begin to worry about it and cling to it and wonder if it's going to continue. Because when God allows us to have much, if we're not careful, we'll begin to cling to that, and we will forget that when he gives us more, it is only for the purpose that we can use it for his honor and glory to a greater extent.
Turning Point with David Jeremiah. Don't miss it on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 11 a.m. on 107.1 FM. This is KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Star 88, New Mexico's fresh alternative. The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
We gotta move on, dude.
Do you go to the bathroom in the shower?
What?
Just answer the question. Do you go to the bathroom in the shower?
This has gotta be the weirdest conversation we've ever had on the Morning Invasion.
Answer the question.
I know we want to be honest.
Obviously, that's a
how
no.
honest do we want it? That's so weird.
That's weird, huh?
You keep your toothbrush in your bedroom so that you don't get the particles on you. But when you're in the shower, you're cool with the splashies on your feet?
The splashes on my feet where the shower is running down my entire body.
I can't have this conversation with you.
And cleaning me off the entire time.
I can't have. What about the bottom of your feet? Like you're stepping in it.
Yeah. And I wash them off. Am I the weird one? Because I guarantee you, I bet you anything right now. Sound off right now, Starmy. Who else goes to the bathroom in the shower? Come on. I want to hear it.
This can't be the topic.
I'm going to prove again that you're a weirdo because
I will tell you right now, 0 females are going to respond. Maybe 5 dudes.
Nope, I want to hear from all of you right now. Be honest right now.
I can't do this.
Who goes to the bathroom in the shower?
No. Maybe when you were 5 and you're
remember, I'm an Asian man, baby. I still put my shirt on like a baby.
I can't.
I don't even use the toilet.
Well, like, why would you don't have to use the bathroom before you get in the shower? Like that's like the morning routine. You go to
but with the water running, the water running makes me have to go to the bathroom again.
You are a toddler.
The whole waterfall thing. Team Dex. There we go. Yep. Team Dex. Yep. So far, people chiming in. They definitely go number 1 in the shower.
No!
Yep.
You can't. I don't know.
I don't understand why that's weird.
You know, I'm wrong. The ladies are chiming in and everyone's Team Dex on everything today.
Thank you.
I can't.
I think most people would never admit it. I don't know why it's weird. We got one hashtag Team Steve-O. Yeah, of course number 1 is acceptable. Really? You really think? Unreal.
Somebody chimed in and says they do, but their wife gets so mad. Yeah. Yep. I can't even, there's so many, I can't even read them. The live line is blowing up too fast. 505-585-5483.
Yep. Everybody does, except for you. And maybe 2 other Starmy members.
Apparently that's why you've never had athlete's foot.
Thank you.
Apparently it clears it right up.
Actually,
like
I have had.
Like Stingray or whatever those. Okay, I can't. We've gotten some weird. People are being way too honest on a Monday. Okay, way too honest on a Monday. Saves time. Ladies chime in. Saving time in the shower.
Yep. See, sometimes you just gotta go. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Same pipes.
Somebody said peeing in the shower is like picking your nose. Everyone does it, but no one wants to admit it. No. Plenty of people are admitting it right now.
Do you blow your nose in the shower?
I mean, if I had to, I guess. Yeah.
I always do it.
You blow your nose?
Yep.
I mean, I guess I can.
Got to clear out those passageways, man.
Somebody said, quote, "Who goes to the bathroom in the shower?" End quote. Well, it was nice listening to you guys. It'll be much different at first, but I'm sure Buck and Tam will make good replacements.
It's not true, guys.
Why would I get fired? He's the one that brings up these weird conversations.
No, they're real conversations.
I guess we are, yeah.
And you know what? I relate so well to the Starmie. I'm basically...
Here's why you're a toddler. No, here's why you're a toddler.
I'm the Starmie.
I have a 3-year-old who's not potty trained yet, so I'll stick them on the toilet before I put him in the bathtub. And every time, he doesn't pee. And then the second I stick him in the bathtub, he stands up and pees into the tub, and it grosses me out every time.
Yeah. Well,
you're very grossed.
You're very gross?
Yes.
I'm gross. Then you're calling the Starmie gross. So next time you want to call me anything, you remember you're calling the Starmie that. Because I am the Starmie. Thank you.
Tim says this has been the highlight of his morning. Dude, I'm so sorry your Monday is this tragically bad.
Who needs a toilet when you got a shower? And I'm only talking number ones, guys. Okay? Never number twos. Never number twos.
I can't anymore.
Kimbro, no! That's bad, Kimbro!
People are being too honest.
You can't do that! Number twos are a no-no! Okay.
I can't!
The Morning Invasion.
Taking me some time to understand. Living in the past I demand. So I'll run from it, I know I will. Maybe when you're drunk you'll call me up and talk about the girls you used to love. While the years go by and catch you up. Well, I never thought that I had 23% of singing songs. Sometimes I loved it for lost. When I wrote, I remember what I done and what I did People talking, drowning in their own words, protect themselves from things they haven't heard. While I run from it, I know I will. I never thought that I had 23% of singing songs. Sometimes I love it for lost. When I wrote, I remember what I done and what I did. I never thought that I had 23% of singing songs. Sometimes I love it for lost. When I
Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Hey, what up? How's it hanging?
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Here's to you, person who paints the blue lines down the twists and turns of the Olympic ski slopes. For without your attention to detail, skiers might fly off the entire mountain or at least wipe out into those orange net thingies. In the old days, blue lines weren't painted on the snow for skiers. May many of them rest in peace. And your blue lines on the hills of the landing area are a sight to behold for upside-down skiers and snowboarders to assist in a successful landing instead of cracking their skulls wide open. Yes, they may get the medals, but you deserve a Winter Olympic pat on the back. Paint on. Paint on.
Beautiful. Beautiful. We picked up a few more medals at the Winter Olympics yesterday. There were more events early this morning, but we'll try not to spoil any for you because we know that you're not watching.
You know who else isn't caring? Our Olympians! Come on, America. I love you. I need you to do something. You know we're in danger of
Not winning the Olympics? Yes, I know.
Oh, we're not going to win the Olympics. We're in danger of securing the least medals in the last, 30-something years.
Let's see here.
It's been a bad Olympics for us, guys.
Yeah, the U.S. men's hockey team needed a win against Slovakia last night to keep their medal hopes alive, and they did it. They won 5-1. That means we'll play the Czech Republic in the quarterfinals tomorrow, but that one might be tougher because they're still undefeated. The U.S. women's hockey team cruised through the early rounds, and they're set to play Canada in the gold medal game tomorrow night. Now, the ratings for this year's Winter Olympics have been bad.
Well, let's be real.
And a Forbes columnist says it's because the games have been boring. I have to agree with that.
Yeah.
I have to agree with that. As of midnight last night, Norway was leading with 28 medals, Germany with 20, Canada with 19, the Netherlands with 13, and the United States was in fifth place with 12, including 5 gold. What do you think the what event do people like to watch the most? What do you think?
Snowboarding.
Snowboarding?
Yeah. What you mean, Americans or just in the world?
This, according to Uprocks.com, ranked 20 Winter Olympic sports by how watchable they are.
Halfpipe.
Halfpipe?
Yes.
Downhill / Super G skiing is number 1.
Really?
Yep. Speed skating, halfpipe snowboarding, ski jump, moguls skiing. The least watchable sport is cross-country skiing, followed by curling, which is actually
yeah, dude, I love it.
It is kind of boring, though.
Curling, bro! I enjoy it, but I agree. It's is that a dude thing? Because me and the boys loved watching curling, and Chrissy was like, oh, here we go. It's so boring. And I'm like, it's like shuffleboard, kind of. It's fun.
Did you see the freestyle skier, the Hungarian skier, Elizabeth Swaney? She did, check this out. This was her run. Did you see this, Hungarian girl? This was her run in the halfpipe skiing. She did that the whole way down.
That's not cool.
Now, they're saying that she hacked her way in. Somehow she figured out how to get into the Olympics. Yeah.
Way.
I'm serious.
This is incredible, guy. It's like what I would do.
Yeah, she can barely ski.
Do that.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, we could do that. She's American, but competed for Hungary, which is where her grandparents are from. There's no way she would have made the U.S. team. She also sought out Olympic qualifying events that didn't have many competitors, so her ranking would appear higher. Then she just waited until a few women fell and crashed at those events, so she didn't end up dead last. And it finally happened in December. It says if you want to run the same scam, you probably won't be able to. It's probably too late because there's talk that the rules for qualifying will be changed now because of her. The commentators were pretty gracious. When I was watching it, the commentators, they weren't making fun of her, but they just kind of were, okay, she's going up. All right. She's taking it nice and easy. All right. Let's see. Oh, that's a beautiful. Okay. They didn't make fun of her at all, but I think they were in shock. You could tell.
I would go crazy. I would just bomb down the half pipe and just try and be and so that way, if I bailed right, I was like, oh,
you'd be flopping everywhere.
Man, shucks.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I gave it my all. That was really, really sad to watch.
Yeah, she hacked her way into the Olympics.
Just kind of skis down the half pipe,
she goes up,
a toddler
just
would.
A tiny little jump. Wink. Okay, I'm gonna go back down. You guys have to watch it. This is the headline. The Winter Olympics feature 2,951 of the world's greatest athletes, and also this woman. so good, guys. You have to see it.
Oh, man.
It's about as good as The Venus, which you guys can watch right now.
Where
It's
was
the
she from? Hungary?
What?
Okay, sorry. Yeah. Totally
Yeah, she's
trying to throw you
I'm
off.
probably related to her.
Yeah.
That's where my grandparents are from, is Hungary. We're probably related.
You know what's really sad? Remember the Star Army chimed in to let us know that Norway has half the number of competitors, but twice the medals of the United States of America.
Well, it's cold there year-round.
We have 240 Olympians. They have 109, and they are crushing the Winter Olympics.
Well, they don't have cars in Norway. They ski and ice skate everywhere.
Okay. Speaking of Winter Olympic sports, I mentioned my family stranded in Vegas last night, and then I realized that the Ducks were playing in Vegas last night.
Who are the Ducks?
My hockey team.
What? What's that?
Okay.
I don't know that.
They won 2-0 against the Golden Knights.
that's
I
cool.
got to watch it on television.
Now we know why. Chrissy stayed another night. She's like, I think we should just stay another night. Yeah.
You know, let's just stay in Vegas.
I found a really cheap hotel. It's right next to the stadium.
That's not a lie. That's not a lie. So, yeah.
Our last little bit here at the Olympics, there's been another ice dancing wardrobe malfunction.
Another one?
Well, I think it's the same one that you told me about yesterday. This poor French
I felt so
ice
bad
dancer.
for this girl.
Yeah. She said she noticed that her dress was coming undone, and all she could do was just pray.
Yep.
But her and her partner still took home a silver medal after nailing their long program last night. But they missed out on gold by less than 1 point.
Ugh. Yeah, I felt really bad. If you notice in the very beginning, he like kind of spins her around and does this like weird creeper down her back and accidentally unlatches her top.
Oh, no.
And so it was just loose the whole time. And so you could tell she's like, they tried so hard, but poor thing.
Yeah, that stinks.
I felt really bad for them. It's the Olympics, bruh.
It's the Olympics.
Everybody tune in tonight. Everybody Pyeongchang tonight.
Cut that out.
Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching, guys.
Why do you think that is? Like, do you really think it's that boring?
I do. I mean, I can't seem to watch because the times I do watch, I'm sitting here going, this isn't fun.
I will say I watch much less this year than in previous years because it seems like every single time I turn it on, it's figure skating.
Yeah, it
or
seems like it.
skate dancing. Or
Which,
I
you know,
loved watching the
figure
speed
skating's not
skating.
bad.
I loved watching I did watch Lindsey Vonn. That was fun.
Yeah.
All of the snowboarding competitions, but once that was done, it was like, okay, I got some hockey in.
What's hockey in?
I will say this: I'm trying to like teach my children. Chrissy played high school basketball, right? She was supposed to play college ball, and I'm glad she didn't. Never mind. But I had a really good one.
You did. I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Okay.
That's funny.
So she's a much more of an athlete than I ever was. And so, dude, she cares. She cares. Even like WNBA stuff like that, she loves it. So we were watching last week, the Olympics were on, and it was hockey, and USA was playing. And it was the women's hockey team. And I will tell you what, I've never been more saddened by my parenting than when we were watching and boom, we score a goal. No! And then all of a sudden Luke realizes that one of them's got a ponytail and he goes, wait.
Oh no.
Oh wait, this is girls hockey? Oh, I'm going to go play. Tell me when real hockey's on. And I was like, oh no.
Oh gosh.
I don't think he made it out of the room breathing. Because Chrissy was like, real hockey. Yeah.
All right, that's your Olympic update.
Winter Games coverage brought to you by Socks. Socks, wear them, because it's cold.
All right.
Yeah. Chelsea says the Olympics doesn't have the greatest reviews because pregnant people like me can't stay up late enough to watch it, plus what Steve-O said. It's all figure skating. I want to watch other stuff, too.
I want to watch other stuff, too.
Yeah. Why did you say it like that? By the way, that was on YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. Yeah, it feels like that. And I even have I have DirecTV, so I have like the ultimate Olympic experience. I've got like 9 channels of Olympics, and I'm looking at all the screens going, no, that's skating, and that's skating.
Yes.
That's some form of skating. Okay, I guess I'll wait. Haven't been watching much.
Did you watch the last Winter Games very much? Did you watch more than you did this year?
Much more.
Yeah.
And I don't know why. Maybe the coverage was different.
Maybe.
It does feel like, and to be fair, again, as Chelsea said on YouTube, it is halfway across the world, and therefore the time makes it really difficult to watch some of these events because you don't want to catch it like, I don't know. You don't catch it on the news the next morning, and you don't want to catch it, I don't know. So.
Yeah, I don't understand that, though, because I'm the guy that just wants to see the highlights.
Okay.
Just give me the highlights, man.
Olympic skating judge Personally, I still don't know how to backwards skate. So that still impresses me. Olympic skating judge
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
We had a creeper at the window. Oh. Scared me to death. Turns out it was just Jordy reminding me of my character.
Jordy will be on the show, and Brent, to talk about the Venus.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you about the Venus.
Okay.
The Venus is a 3-minute short film about a character named Steve Jeter. Steve Jeter stalks a woman.
That's not
in a park.
What it's about.
Jordy and Brent happened to catch it all on their iPhone.
Okay.
And they turned it into a documentary called The Venus. If you want to see Steve-O as the creepiest guy you'll ever meet.
Okay. You
gotta watch
weird.
The Venus, guys. Go watch The Venus and copy the link and share it with everybody because we want Jordy and Brent to win this competition. This thing was shot entirely on an iPhone 7, and it looks
Isn't
really,
that crazy?
really great.
The power of our phones.
Yeah.
These little things we have in our pockets. Yeah, everything was done on an iPhone. So
there's an actual movie. Do you remember what the name of that movie is? That was shot completely on an iPhone.
Yeah.
What was that one called? It's like
Wake.
Yeah, it's about a mental hospital.
Stay woke.
It looks like a
#woke.
full-blown, full-budget movie.
Yeah.
And it was all shot on an iPhone.
Which there's no way I'm seeing that movie. Did you want to do that trailer? No.
I
can't do
hate
like
movies
thrillers
like
like that where it's like, is she crazy? I'm like, I'm not watching this. Can't do it.
I get into it and I feel
Give me movies like It where you know it's not real. I can't do thrillers like that.
It's real, bro.
It?
Yeah, dude.
It's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, go watch this. It's 3 minutes. It's a short film. It's on YouTube. We've shared it on our Facebook pages. Go and watch it. We shared it on our YouTube channel as well, the link there. So watch it. Tell us what you think about it. Let us know what you think about Steve-O's performance because I felt pretty uncomfortable watching it.
Thank you. Thank you. I did my job.
Last time I saw you give me that look was... You know what? I can't talk about it, guys.
Shut up! I can't wait. Brent, Jordy, they're coming up next. We'll talk all about
coming up
this,
next or 8 o'clock?
Incredible film competition.
They're coming in now?
Literally right there.
Oh my gosh, they're
Also
so
Isaac.
early.
So
good. Well, we can totally get them on when we come back from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang on.
Get ready for an unforgettable experience. Compassion International presents The Road Show, featuring For King and Country, Matthew West, Natalie Grant, Zach Williams, Social Club Misfits, and kicking off the evening in worship, Bethel Music. February 24th at the Santa Ana Star Center in Rio Rancho. Seats are just $10 at the door while they last. The Road Show 2018.
We all know the power of prayer, but did you know Jesus put that power to work for you? This week on A New Beginning, Pastor Greg Laurie points out that Jesus prayed for you. What was in his prayer, and how does it impact our lives on a daily basis? That's what we'll be discussing this week on A New Beginning with Pastor Greg Laurie.
Make an appointment with Greg Laurie weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM. A solar flare on Star 88 with Matt Chandler. Without a heart transformed by the grace of Christ, we just continue to manage external and internal darkness. Star 88.
Look at us, stuck in a rut. I don't care. It's a snare, trapping us down with the dirt and the leaves. I can see inside the sun, through the trees, lighting the earth, evergreen. Only with you near me. Lift me up when I go, wipe the sweat from my brow. Losing fights in my own, I can rely on you. Don't need a sweat, no I can't comprehend all that I get. What have I ever done to rely on you? Pick me up, brush all the dust from my face, staring straight into our love sought for so long. Different shapes I expect, simpler still in all my dreams, settling so perfectly in front of me. Lift me up when I go, wipe the sweat from my brow. Losing fights in my own, I can rely on you. Don't need a sweat, no I can't comprehend all that I get. What have I ever done to rely on you? Lift me up when I go, wipe the sweat from my brow. Losing fights in my own, I can't rely on you. Don't expect, no I can't comprehend all that I get. What have I ever done to rely on you?
Here is the Star PowerPoint from Billy Graham.
We're just going to shut up and let him preach it.
I read about a daughter of a poor widow. She left home to go out into sin. For 3 years she was gone, and when she came back, stumbling back, having been beaten up by her boyfriend, she came to the back door and expected it to be locked, but it was open, and she opened the door and she went in, and her mother was sitting there reading the Bible, and she said, "Mother, I never expected to find the door open. Are you here?" And the mother said, "My darling, ever since that night you walked out, that door has been open." God stands ready to forgive. You see, God doesn't have to get ready for you to repent. He doesn't have to get ready for you to come to the cross. He doesn't have to get ready for you to be forgiven. But thou art a God ready to pardon, gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and in great kindness, the scripture says. God's ready right now. He's standing here with open arms and saying, "Jim, Bill, Susie, Mary, come."
Star 88, Star PowerPoint.
What's going on in the news today?
Multiple reports now say a former Trump campaign staffer is ready to flip and testify against ex-campaign chairman Paul Manafort. Rick Gates also is expected to plead guilty to fraud charges.
2 women, 1 man, and a 6-year-old child are in the hospital after they were shot while waiting to be seated at a Texas Roadhouse restaurant in San Antonio.
Dallas police say a postal service worker was found shot to death inside of a mail truck on Interstate 30.
About 100 students will be in Tallahassee to talk about gun control with state lawmakers.
The White House now says the president supports efforts to improve the nation's background check system.
The Canadian women's hockey team has advanced to the gold medal game. They will, of course, be facing the United States.
People have been killed in Mozambique's capital after heavy rains triggered the partial collapse of a 3-story tall mound of garbage.
ISIS is now claiming responsibility for an attack on a church in Russia.
The worldwide consumption of traditional beer is dropping, while non-alcoholic beer is enjoying an increase.
Wicked winter storms rolling across the country.
The percentage of doctor visits for flu-like symptoms has leveled off over the last couple weeks.
A pricey Picasso painting has gone missing from a downtown Milwaukee art gallery. It's estimated to be worth some $50,000.
Right now, you need to go to our YouTube channel. Subscribe, Star 88 FM. You can see our guests in the studio, which we'll introduce here in just a second.
Why are you using creepy voice?
But there's a new 3-minute short film called The Venus. It stars Steve-O Jeter.
Shut up.
You'll be so creeped out. You'll probably never listen to the show again after you watch this 3-minute short film, because Steve-O puts on a performance I've never seen in my life.
I thought you recently said you saw that look in my eyes once before.
Well, I mean,
no, we're not talking
why
about
you gotta
that on
bring
air.
up the past?
Sorry,
man?
I'm just, you were my muse. You know that, right? There's a scene where I'm laying in bed and I'm like kind of stroking my chest and looking at the ceiling. And for motivation, Jordy, the director, he put up a poster of you on the actual ceiling. I was just staring into your baby blues.
I knew it.
So,
welcoming to the show, Jordy, Brent, and Isaac. Is that your name? Did I hear that right?
You
Isaac.
did.
Right on.
You got it right. Good job, you. Good job,
What's
you.
up, guys? These are the guys that are responsible.
They're the
for
real stars.
The Venus. What up? Hey,
What
guys.
up?
Hello.
How's it going?
Hey, everybody.
Say hello, Isaac. Hi.
Okay, who wants to talk first? Where are we going? What are we doing? Jordy, you directed it.
I did direct it.
How did this come to be? Actually, like, when did you guys get the idea? Like, hey, we want to jump into a New York film competition.
Well, it was actually all Isaac's idea because he came to us about 2.5 weeks ago. 2 weeks. So about 2.5 weeks ago, and he just texted in this group text, and he was like, "Hey, we should make a short film because there's this film competition based out of New York. We think from Moment is the people the company that's putting on the competition, and so we're like, well, yeah, we can try it. I mean, the deadline is on this coming Friday, the 28th.
Okay.
So we're like, I don't know if we can do it, but we can at least try to.
Yeah.
So we had to, obviously look at all the rules and stuff, and then it has to be 3 minutes or shorter. It has to be all shot on an iPhone.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
That's
which is crazy, which is hard.
And you guys
but
have
we
never
did it.
done anything with the iPhone like that, have you? Like, have you ever
We
done
have,
a film
but
like
nothing
that?
to like this extent.
Because this
really.
was like, I mean, a quote big production for an iPhone.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, we did.
Don't kind to me. It seemed big for me, you jerk.
We did everything within 2 weeks. We
Which
cast
is
it.
insane.
Yeah, which is cool. Obviously I couldn't have done it without these guys.
Yeah.
We worked as a team really. But we casted, we found all the locations. Brent and I went out one day, just went to all kinds of different parks in Albuquerque. And
Which apparently, if you want to be a creepy stalker guy, all you have to do is buy a bench, because those scenes in the park, those were our benches.
Yeah?
We
Yeah.
just set them up in the park.
No way!
my mom was like, "Do you want a bench credit?"
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, isn't that weird? And nobody noticed. All people walking their dogs and stuff, just chilling. We're like, hey, we're in your park with our benches.
Yeah.
So if you need benches, bro, we got all the benches you need.
Man, I'm telling you, I saw it yesterday, and just the trailer alone, I was so excited to watch the 3-minute short. And the 3 minutes, you guys captured, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you capture so much in 3 minutes, because imagine 3 minutes. That's not a whole lot of time to develop any character, you know?
Well, that was the hard part because so the script is only 2 pages long.
Yeah.
And you know that too. We found this script from this guy. His name is James Long, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's actually in the UK, and so we found his script online, and we're like, oh, this would be a perfect story to develop. But even that, even only 2 pages was so hard to bring down to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
When we did the original cut, it was closer to 5 minutes. It's like, how the heck are we going to cut this down to 3 minutes? That was, I think, one of the hardest parts of this whole process is just making it into 3 minutes.
Dude, unbelievable.
So what did you guys think of Steve-O's performance?
Okay, shut up.
I want to hear. I want to hear. No, I want to hear.
People on Facebook are chiming in.
I loved your performance.
Shut up.
I'm being serious. I'm trying to be serious right now. I think you did a good job. I wasn't expecting a whole lot from you.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
Sam said last time Steve-O gave me that look, I woke up with a missing kidney in a tub full of ice.
Exactly.
Somebody else, Cynthia said yes to the quality. Amazing. Steve-O, you were awesome, you handsome, creepy guy, you. And yes, it felt like I watched an actual movie in that short amount of time, which is really cool. So, Britt says such skill. Good job, guys. Really good short from Kim. Steve-O did awesome. Whatever. It was all you guys. Yeah. I literally did nothing.
But you know what?
I'm not even kidding.
I mean,
I didn't even like. I read the script.
You have to sell their vision.
One time, and I was like, okay, I'm creepy guy 1, and so then. Literally, like we would do a scene, and it's like, what scene are we doing? The scene 3. Okay, and then I'd go to the script and I look at scene 3, and then I'd go, what do you want me to do? And Jordy would literally just direct everything. Keep your mouth open there. I do this. I like that you do that. I bite the thing. Okay, cool. And seriously, like I did nothing.
Have you guys ever been in a situation where you cast everybody and you start shooting, and then all of a sudden you're going, this actor's terrible.
It's called The Venus, and they were like, I don't know how we're gonna do this, but
have you guys had to, fire him on the spot?
Kyla and Steve-O, and they're both kind of like very energetic, very, Kyla's like the sweetest girl in the world, and so when we cast both of them, it was just like to see them both in these roles. Everyone's like, I'm gonna see both of you. Like Kyla's like, all the people who are saying, I'm gonna see you much differently than ever before, because she really is the sweetest, and Steve was like kind of more energetic, and to put them in these roles, it was just like there was this moment where I was like, Kyla? Okay. She's like this sweet, innocent little, she's in like cheer practice and all these things, really energetic. And I was like, all right, let's try it. So, yeah.
And I'll tell you what was really challenging was after we started talking about it, they handed me the script and there's 0 dialogue.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool, because I convey literally everything through word. Like all of my emotion, all of my everything is usually through word on the show or voice acting or whatever it is. So to try and do it all with like mannerisms and like body language and facial expressions,
and I think honestly,
was really difficult.
I'm not joking at all. I think the very first scene when you're at the park bench, and it's the close-up of your face, and you kind of look away at one point, that sold the crazy. Because when you see or meet crazy people, they have that weird look away. Yeah. Where they'll be staring at something, and then they'll kind of look out of the corner of their eye, and that totally sold it for me.
Cool.
And the bed, too, when you're on the bed.
Okay. You should see the director's cut. The one we did one take with.
Are you guys going to put out a director's cut?
I'm totally nude.
Oh my gosh! No way.
No.
It's hot, guys. It's hot.
Oh, man.
Derek said Steve-O has a natural perv face, so it works out. Cool. Just, thanks, guys. No, I'm really stoked about this. Brent, you're a man of many, many words. On Thursday, we had to go out because I don't want to give too much away. You got to go watch it. Facebook.com/star88fm. Or you can just go directly to your guys' YouTube page, Widow Tree. What is it? Just youtube.com/Widow Tree, or what is it?
No,
I believe in you.
Subscribers. We need way more subscribers to be able to get our own custom URL.
Cool.
So if you want to like and subscribe,
and subscribe, Widow Tree. Yeah, definitely. So we posted it to ours as well. We posted it everywhere. So it's within the Facebook live stream. It's within the YouTube live stream if you want to check it out there. But we had to go in, and on Thursday, Brent and I just went to all these different locations because there's some photos of myself, and that was so. It was really interesting going out and about. We're changing in a car or like...
Yeah.
I'm wearing all of Brent's wardrobe, so shout out to Brent for having a really hip, creepy wardrobe because... Look great, man. Look great. So, but there's one point where like,
the grocery store and the security guards just staring us down.
Just totally because we walk in together, and then all of a sudden I'm just like walking around grocery shopping.
We pick up a basket.
He's like, taking pictures of me from like the corner of an aisle and stuff, and I'm just waiting for security to kick us out.
And then we put the empty basket back with no
with
purchasing
no
nothing and just walk out.
whatsoever. So,
I love that.
But Brent also was behind the, I was going to say the camera, but the iPhone. So all of the shots were literally just Brent with this iPhone.
It was difficult. It was hard. I don't know if I would want to do it a lot because the screen is like also functions all the controls, and so it was really cold, and so like every time you'd need to adjust a setting, if the shot was going live, you'd bump the camera and it would shake. So there's just all these little things.
Or his fingertips would get numb, and then the iPhone's not like registering his like touch. It was crazy. There was it was pretty interesting. But
and battery life was so bad.
We ended, and moments after we finished the last shot, the iPhone died.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, dude. It was crazy. So, but anyways, if you're just joining us, had a chance to take part in this really rad short film with these guys. And you can check it out at YouTube. Look up The Venus, or Widow Tree, actually, is your guys'. So is that like your production company? What is Widow Tree? Tell us about it.
Isaac.
So a couple years ago, me and Brent and Kyle, another guy we worked with, we just kind of wanted to get together, and it was just kind of my idea. I was like, I want to do something beyond, because we've all kind of worked in the film or movie or do some kind of type of that, and it was like, I want to do something where nobody tells us what to do, where we get to just create our own stories, do our own things. And was like, so we're sitting in like a Starbucks, so we came up with our first one about a year and a half ago, which is Familiar, which is one of my favorite things we've ever done. And Brent was DP on that too, and I directed that one. And
you were Deadpool on that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Sweet.
Yeah. So, and then I think that was just it. It's just, and Widow Tree, we wanted to be cool. And so the idea is talking about we as the church are, God is, he's going to come back for us and all this stuff. And the idea is he died on the cross. And so we kind of made it somewhat spiritual, but it was also just a really cool name. So,
right.
Yeah.
Well, I love that. Speaking of the spiritual aspect of it, I love that as we were going through the process of this and filming it, immediately James 1:15 came to my mind when I saw the script, because if you go look at it, the concept of my character, we were kind of making stuff up on the fly. It was like, he works at Scottrade and he's all these things, but he's at this park and he sees this beautiful girl, and it starts innocently enough that he's just drawn to her. He's attracted to her. There's a desire there, but he takes it in a funny direction, and he allows it to consume him to a point where by the end of it, he's so overwhelmed by his desire for her that he's willing to kind of do whatever.
Next level.
Yeah, whatever
it takes. Yeah,
whatever it takes, whatever that may be. Use your imagination. And it costs him everything. And so James 1:15 says, desire, when it has conceived, gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is fully grown, brings forth death. And that was kind of my motivation behind it, was that ever-consuming, the overwhelming sensation that sin can bring, when all of a sudden you find yourself in a place that you're not supposed to be, and there's one of two things you can do. You can flee from that, and you can draw closer to Christ, or you can allow it to consume you and take over your brain, and you just kind of start dwelling on it and focusing on that, and
you become infatuated.
Yeah, you do, and it in turn can cause some very serious chaos and destruction in your life. And I think, dude, in the course of a 3-minute short film, I really feel like it was conveyed.
Yeah,
so
you guys captured it beautifully.
Super proud of it. Super stoked to be a part of it, because these guys knocked it out of the park. It was amazing.
It was one of those short films where you you want more. I definitely want to see an extended version of it, because it was so well done. You know,
just wait. The sequel's going to be.
Is the sequel going to be?
No, dude, that's not. But we got to do something else. Now I'm now I got the bug. I'm stoked. It was so much fun. But so tell us about the competition itself. Obviously, it was filmed last week on an iPhone. You guys busted it out, got it on YouTube, and people just need to go watch it. What's the deal?
Yeah, I mean, so part of the judging is promotion, and it's 15% of the judging. And it's, did the filmmakers promote their film well? Has it gotten traction? So that's what we're trying to do right now, is just trying to build an audience, and then just drive people to the YouTube video and just start building up views. really.
Yeah. I just reposted it again because people on Facebook Live that are joining us, on YouTube Live that are joining us, wanted to know where the link is. I posted it within the stream. It's also at facebook.com/star88fm, or follow us on Twitter. We posted it there as well. And it would be amazing if you watch it, if you like it. Please share it because that helps as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So,
What do you guys win? What's the big prize?
So if I remember, I think Isaac knows better about this, but I think it's like $3,000 worth of equipment.
Nice.
They fly you out to New York City for free for like the premiere of it, and then you do like an interview, I'm sure, and then there's a bunch of I think after parties or something with a bunch of different YouTubers and other
they're big name YouTubers like Chris Howe and Kearns, and like there's a lot of people. So to be a part of something like that would just be really just awesome, and be able to have an opportunity, hopefully to be able to use even just like the verse and the message and behind it to go in a very secular setting to do something that awesome. So.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of that aspect, as long as I've known you guys, you've all been super passionate about film. Talk to that kid out there that maybe's got his iPhone, you know what I mean, and that has this desire and passion, but doesn't really know where to start. How did it go for you guys? I mean, anybody who wants to take it, because clearly God has gifted you guys with an incredible talent. So
I think the biggest thing was, so often we say, oh, you need to have the next biggest camera, the new equipment, whatever. Like we shot it on an iPhone 7. It wasn't like a Plus. It was just like a 7.
A 7.
Yeah. And it just tell a story, tell something that you have, be passionate about it. It doesn't matter about what equipment you have, what you have something in you that you can tell and use. Just go do it. Just try. Yeah. This wasn't our first one. This is years, like between all of us, like years and years of just experience of just trying and working and doing and telling different stories. But you just gotta just put it out there. You gotta just put it up there. Don't be afraid of what other people are gonna say about it. But just do what you feel. That's in there. That's in there. Yeah.
Dude,
that's cool.
Gosh, Jordy. So obviously, people that get that passion, especially within the church, because we're all believers here. I think there's this idea that once you go down a path of the arts, there's like two ways you can do it. Some are like, dude, it's got to be overtly Christian. I've got to do all the, like then you see the Priceless films, and you see, which actually was pretty great. You see like the Fireproofs, which aren't so great. And then you see other works by Christians who aren't necessarily doing quote Christian themed things, or at least blatantly Christian, because I felt like this one had a very solid biblical theme that you'd have to catch. But what encouragement could you give to somebody like that who's, I feel like sometimes in the arts we tend to want to immediately mimic what we see or believe we have to do it a certain way. So how did you find your path and as far as like directing and wanting to do things without ripping other people off or just finding other people's dreams, if you will?
Yeah. So for me personally, I've always had a huge passion for filmmaking, and it's been like something that I've done ever since I was a kid, really. And growing up, I had this dream of joining the film union and either going like toward the director route or going more of like the cinematography route.
Yeah.
And I did that for a while. I took film classes in high school, and even after high school, I went to film college, film school after high school, and after that, I just started pursuing more of the cinematography route, and I started getting involved with the local people here in Albuquerque that are involved in the 600, which is the Cinematography Guild, and I started working under them, and I started learning a lot from them, But personally, the more I did it, like the more I didn't want to do that. Just because I was, working on films that I didn't necessarily want to put my name on, and it was becoming more of just a job than it was like sucking the passion out of me because I was on set for 12, 14 hours a day, and it was just draining, and I was involved in people that were giving me an influence that wasn't really a Christian influence. So you start becoming the people that are around you. So that was really hard. And, so I just had this moment of like, is this really what I'm going to do the rest of my life? Just work in film and just do it because this is my job. And, that's it. And then, I really started praying about it and really started choosing to step away from that and start pursuing making my own films as far as, sharing like, a gospel-centered message through film that's not necessarily like so obvious. You know, that's our big purpose. You know, I can speak for all three of us. Really, is we want to make films that are exciting to watch, and they have this biblical influence, you know, this gospel message, but it's hidden, really. You know, like obviously our audience, we want to go after the non-believer, and then how do we do that without making an obvious Christian film like Persecuted or Fireproof or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what I tried doing in my last film called Benny. You know, I tried making it non-Christian as possible, and then at the very end, that's when you throw in the gospel message. You know, there's abuse in there, there's cussing, there's all kinds of stuff that's just real life. You know, and that's we shouldn't avoid that.
Is that the one on heroin addiction?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, I watched that and I immediately was so depressed after watching that. Because it captured that life so well.
That's real life. That's what people go through. So it's like, why would you try and hide that, you know, and sprinkle it with like this Christian mindset, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of our goal, is just to make Christian films, but they don't necessarily seem Christian until some point in the movie.
Well,
you know?
I think it also can help show the power, the true transforming power of the gospel when you do show the real, because we do live in a broken world and we face and see things every single day that are so tragic and horrendous. I mean, this morning we were just talking about Florida and the shooting down there, and this one teacher who truly gave his life for these students so that they could live. And you see the gospel in that. You see this human being laying down his life, and it's wrapped up in this tragedy of this child, 19-year-old, who chose to take the lives of others. And it's real and it's raw, but when you see the dark, the light shines that much brighter when you do see the light. And so I love what you guys are doing. I was so honored to be a part of it and just stoked. So, dude, what's next? You guys got any plans? What you guys working on the next big thing?
We're working on a new project right now, but I'm not directing it or anything.
Okay.
So Robbie Washington, who's actually the actor that played in Benny, he's the one that's directing, and it's his film. So we'll be working on that project.
Dope.
And then after that, I'm sure we'll come up with something new. So.
Okay. Very cool, dude.
All right. Again,
amazing.
The 3-minute short film. It's called The Venus. And you guys can find that at our Facebook pages. You guys can go to YouTube directly.
Yep.
And see it there. But stars Steve-O, our very own Steve-O Jeter.
Okay.
Plays the most creepiest guy you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah.
But you guys did a great job. So I hope you guys win.
Yeah, me
Thank
too.
you.
I think you guys have a pretty
Thanks,
good
guys.
shot.
Yeah,
so
dude.
far, everybody that's watched it is pretty blown
Thoroughly
away.
creeped out. Good.
Thoroughly
Okay.
creeped out. Yes.
Perfect. So there you go.
Stay out of the park, guys.
Facebook.com/Star88FM. It's there. I posted it, or if you follow Dex and I, we posted it personally. Please go check it out, like it, share it, and subscribe to our friends here, Widow Tree. It's quick, it's easy. And all you people that subscribe to us on YouTube to watch this YouTube live, no reason why you can't just go subscribe to Widow Tree right now.
Go do it. Go do it. All right, we'll be right back. Hang out.
Hi, I may be calling the wrong number, but I wanted to give feedback. The DJs on Star 88 were asking for feedback. So my feedback is excellent radio station, great promotion of the gospel of Jesus Christ, but try not to get hysterical as often.
I don't want to let you go.
Roll the windows down, Steve-O.
The loud, hysterical stuff goes too far and loses a lot of people.
I know, don't hit it. Don't hit it.
Like, we end up flipping the station because of the stress of the loud hysteria.
It's gonna eat it. It's gonna eat it. Stop the tape. It's gonna eat it. Oh my God. You're gonna. Okay.
So I'm just asking them to chillax once in a while and not be quite as funny, or stop themselves from laughing hysterically.
You're the inspiration.
You're not going to get this quality anywhere, guys.
It's something I suffer from, but I have to work at it so I don't lose my family. Okay? God bless you guys.
Pastor Jack Graham and a Star 88 Supernova.
Some of you have children that are away from Christ. away from the Lord, away from your own family. The fact is, it's not because of some evil influence that you brought into the home. The fact is, you may have led your children to know and love and follow Christ. You may have given them God's word, the church, and all the best. And yet they have wandered away. Somehow the culture has changed them. Somehow their friends have changed them. Somehow Satan's influence has changed them. And you're crying out to God for your kids. You're praying every day, oh God, have mercy on our children. And I want to challenge you, never give up on your kids. They may run from your presence, but they can never run from your prayers.
Catch Pastor Jack Graham, PowerPoint, broadcast weekdays at 10:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT.
Do you believe God wants to engage you in a personal relationship? Or is that just wishful thinking? Not according to James McDonald. Listen up.
It's a very sobering passage if you understand it. These are people who were exposed to the truth, who understood the gospel, but in the end, they did not truly believe, and they turned away. Please note, the decision to refuse grace eventually brings eternal consequences that every person on earth should fear. Won't believe, then can't believe. Too late. In order that all may be condemned who did not believe the truth, but had pleasure. I don't want to leave my sin. Love the forgiveness, hate the holiness.
Nothing restores your soul quite like listening to God's still small voice. To discover how to hear him speak through his word, check out the helpful resources at jamesmcdonald.com. Listen Up is a production of Walk in the Word.
This is KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, New Mexico's fresh alternative. Morning Invasion with Dax and Steve-O on Star 88.
Yep, that's us. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. 505-585-LIVE. Feel free to shoot us a text. Feel free to call into the studio. 505-338-3700. Good morning, Facebook Live. Good morning, YouTube Live. We're on both. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Star 88 FM. And Facebook.com/Star 88 FM. Big shout out to our boy Jordy, our boy Brent, and our boy Isaac. Heck yeah, dude. Coming in to talk about The Venus 3-minute short film starring this guy right over here, Steve Jeter. What's next for you, man, in your career?
Okay,
what do you
shut up.
What does the future look like?
Well, it looks like waking up at 3:30 every morning next to your ugly mug.
Oh, wow.
So, pretty sure that's my future.
I am trying to be a professional here and interview the actor of The Venus. And I would appreciate it if you would give me a...
Okay, fine. All right, let's talk.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Good. All right.
I'm down. It was hard. It was
Hold on. Let me
uncomfortable.
start over.
Okay,
Let me start
fine,
over.
Fine.
Welcoming to the program. One of the stars of the 3-minute short film, The Venus.
Hi.
His name is Steve-O Jeter.
Hello.
Steve-O, welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks for having me today.
So let's talk about this 3-minute short film that you were a part of.
Yeah.
Apparently filmed completely on an iPhone 7.
Yeah, it was filmed right here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, my hometown. Very proud of that. You know, the New Mexico film industry is really booming, and so...
what was it like to work with the crew on this film? I know you're pretty close to a couple of them.
Yeah, just reconnecting with good friends in the Albuquerque area. It's rare I get a
Now,
chance
your
to
character
come.
in the film,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about your character. Because you have 3 minutes to try and convince people that you're a what? Tell us about this character you play.
Yeah, well, my character in the film becomes obsessed with this woman that is seemingly out of his reach, which was kind of a stretch for me, being so attractive.
So you'd say very creepy then.
Yeah.
What would you say? A Kevin Spacey or help me? What do you think? Did you take any motivation from any other actors out there?
Absolutely. Well, years back in my early career, I used to be a part of a radio program, and I had this co-host. He had these piercing blue eyes.
Tell me more.
Incredible dude, but was terrible with the ladies. Always awkward. He would clam up, get sweaty palms anytime they were around. And I really just try to channel my inner. His name's Joseph. Joseph Toth.
That's my name.
Try to channel that as best I could, because being so attractive, it's difficult to comprehend what it would be like to be awkward around women. But again, that's why it's called acting. You know, not everybody could do it. Really put myself in this vulnerable position.
Well, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you taking the time to talk about this short film called The Venus.
Thank you.
That's good. Cut. Cut. Take it from the top. Did they say that when you were filming?
Cut. Actually, yes.
Scene.
I'd hear like a quiet on the set, and then they'd go, so and so, blah blah blah. Scene 10A, take 7. Boop. And then I'd start going, and then Jordan would go, stop.
Stop.
You have to wait for me to say
Did he throw his
action.
coffee a
And
lot?
I'm like, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm a dumb.
How many times did he want to punch you in the throat? Is that what directors do? Do they yell at you?
I was so clueless. I was seriously so clueless. No, it was actually, honestly, for real, it was a lot of fun to do, and it was really, really trying because, like I said, I convey all of my emotion through my mouth. Yeah. And I had to play a creeper who didn't really talk and just stalked this girl. So I was like, think of high school, think of high school. Let's go back in time. Remember, you're nerdy theater kid. Nobody likes you.
Yeah.
You're somehow a successful grown-up that dresses really, really well and
dresses well. Like,
reads old
I don't know
books
about
at parks.
that. Yeah. I mean,
it was pretty awkward. Mark wanted to know if it was awkward. There was like 6 people in the room at all times. And so like, especially for, there's this one moment that you keep referencing that there's a moment where I'm lying on the bed, looking up at the ceiling, like caressing my chest.
Yeah, and that's the PG version.
I've got Jordy, I've got Brent literally over me with the phone because it's all shot on an iPhone. And so shout out to Brent, dude, who literally did everything on this iPhone. He's hovering over me, trying to like do the cool like sweep in motion with this iPhone. And there's all these people and it's like creepier. Less creepier. So then I'm doing this and Jordy's like, less caressing. More centralized on the chest. Not here. More here. And I'm just going, yes. Creepy. Staring at this one spot on the ceiling. Yeah. It was definitely, I was out of my comfort zone. But you know what? If there's one thing I want to do this year, it's stretch myself. Honestly, we talked about this. 2018, you've taken on challenges every month. I'm wanting to do things that I've never done before, stretch myself in ways I never have because I don't know, man. I'm ready. I'm ready for new fun challenges, you know? So
life is short.
Yeah. So
your life is almost over, man.
Okay.
You better start doing all the things you want to do.
But if you would, go check it out, please. A lot of people put a lot of time and hard work into it, and it was really, really fun to be a part of. And so, yeah, I'm stoked.
That's cool, man.
I'm stoked for those guys. I really hope they win because they're really good.
Yeah, it's called The Venus. Go check it out. We posted it on our Facebook pages. And what's the name of the company? The
Widow Tree.
Widow Tree.
Willow Creek. They're called Widow Tree.
Widow Tree.
Super solid dudes who love Jesus and are just trying to convey story through film. Which, again, dude, James 1:15 immediately came to mind for this little project. Seriously. It's 3 minutes, and I do think it truly conveys the essence of James 1:15. Desire, when it is conceived, gives birth to sin, and when sin is fully grown, brings forth death. And the idea of what can happen when you are so overwhelmed by a desire that you let it take you, well, wherever it's going to take you.
You know, watching this 3-minute short film of you, it really took me back to my acting days.
Okay.
When I was a part of I wouldn't say a short film, but I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It was Top Gun.
No.
Came out in the 80s, and I played a F-16 fighter pilot.
Can't sleep. You know, when I first realized getting to Top Gun, all I could ever think about, dream about, is getting that trophy.
Was this filmed with a camcorder?
Right now, I just hope to graduate. I got a family, man. I can't afford to blow this.
It was terrible.
It was the 80s.
I guess that flyby wasn't a big hit after all. Look, man, I know it's tough for you.
Guys, that's me.
Wouldn't let you into the academy because you're Duke Mitchell's kid.
Yeah.
You gotta live with that reputation. It's like every time we go up there, it's like we're flying against a ghost.
Guys, I never looked back after that. I said this is the last time.
You're so dumb.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
I don't understand.
What do you mean? What do you not understand, caller? Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, don't call me caller. Don't start this again.
Go ahead, Buck.
I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
I watched your video, and what is it? I don't get it.
What do you mean? What don't you get about?
Hey, he's old. It's okay.
Yeah, well, you got to explain. What don't you
I'm
get?
not old. Well, is it a trailer? Was it the whole thing? What is it?
Short. It's a 3-minute.
We got to make sure that you watch the right one. Did you watch the 3-minute or the 10-second?
I don't think it was 3 minutes.
Yeah, you watched the trailer.
You need to watch the full thing.
Yeah.
So it made me kind of uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, well, good. That's the point.
Yeah, you should watch the 3-minute one. It'll make you feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah, some friends.
Is it PG-13?
Yeah, R, basically.
Okay, no, it is not.
Director's cut
Are you
is.
going to shut up so I can talk? Some good friends have a production company here, and they put together a short film for a competition in New York City, and asked me to be a part of it, and so I got to be a part of it. And you need to go watch it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go to Sundance?
No, I'm
He
not
might.
going to Sunday.
He might.
Gosh, you guys are so
You,
dumb.
you gonna go to Cannes?
Okay. I hate you both. I hate you both. So I don't like sharing my life with you guys. You just mock me.
No, dude.
I want to be an actor.
I'm not mocking you. I'm not mocking you. You know, I think you did a good job. What I saw.
Thanks, buddy.
I think they should have called it 50 Shades of Jeter instead of the Venus, though.
I saw that you wrote that. Come on, come on.
What do you mean, come on?
Come on.
It made you feel uncomfortable, right?
No, it totally did.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen the 50 Shades thing either, so I mean,
I haven't either,
obviously
actually.
you have.
I mean, I haven't either.
You know, since you're referencing it.
What is happening?
When are you going to make your acting debut, Buck? When are we going to see you?
I don't know. That's up to Jeter and his friends.
Okay.
Because we used to act all the time on the Buck and Dex show, so we were pretty good actors.
I think what I could do is just get like a chair and sit on my front porch. And here's my short film idea. And I yell at cars as they're going down my street to slow down.
All while vaping.
Children on this street.
Just see a vape just pillowing from the porch, the front porch of your house.
Gosh. Amazing.
Remember the time we acted like we were in a huge fight while we were talking to America Ferrera?
I do. That was, you know what? We had two of those that we did that were so funny and so uncomfortable. And actually, you know, I thought of the other one yesterday because I had lunch with Carlos Condit.
Oh, nice.
And,
cool name drop.
And we actually, we did that one day with Carlos Condit. Like, we set it up with him.
Oh, yeah.
With our booker.
I forgot about that.
And, and we did basically the exact same thing, except this time I had a problem with Carlos, and we started, like, verbally going back and forth on the phone, and then the booker got super uncomfortable. He's like, all right, guys. All right, that's it. We're out of time.
Yeah.
And we never broke character on that.
It was pretty good.
But that was very Andy Kaufman-ish because nobody knew we were doing it except the three of us.
Yeah, exactly.
We were the only ones in on the joke.
People thought you were an idiot for wanting to fight Carlos Condit.
Yeah.
They're really tough.
You know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. If it looks like an apple, it's probably an apple.
Mm-hmm. Just go with it, man.
That means I'm an idiot. That means I'm an idiot, Steve.
Okay. Because when I was a kid, my mom had fake fruit on the center of the table, and like if you bit into that, it looked like an apple, but it tasted like plastic.
Okay, if it quacks like a duck and it walks like a duck, it's probably a duck. Is that a better analogy for you?
Unless it's a duck-billed platypus, because they have bills and they kind of waddle. I'm just,
No, they don't quack.
Oh. Duck-billed platypuses don't quack? What noise do they make?
Do you think that was God's kind of sense of humor coming out when he created the duck-billed platypus?
Yes, I do, Kevin Smith. Yes, I do.
No, did Kevin Smith say that?
He does in Dogma.
Did he really?
That is an
I
actual,
never even heard that.
That is an actual Kevin Smith thing from Dogma. It's like the first opening moment of the film. I've never seen it myself, but I heard. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm kind of humorous. They're cute as babies. Right. I gotta go get a massage.
Okay. All right. See ya. See you, Buck. All right. There it is. 505-585-LIVE. You can text into the show or you can call us at 338-3700. Fergie. We played the audio yesterday of Fergie singing the national anthem at the NBA All-Star game.
That our flag was still there.
The internet. Whoa.
I nailed it, guys.
People are asking
I'm gonna pass
for
out.
Fergie to apologize.
What? That is so dumb. Why is everybody okay?
Well,
you can ask for like Colin Kaepernick and go, oh, from my perspective, he's disrespecting the blah 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 blah. But no one can look at this and go, she disrespected the national anthem. She tried to do a different rendition. She probably learned her lesson. Okay.
Well, there is somebody on YouTube came to her rescue.
Good. I think.
That hero is DJ Suede. DJ Suede decided to...
His name is DJ Suede.
Save Fergie by remixing
Where's the remix gone? Let's play some basketball.
Yeah. Dope.
Let's play some basketball.
What?
I love it.
Let's play some basketball.
Yeah. Dude, you know what? I'll take it. If that's what we get out of Fergie rocking that national anthem that way, I will accept it.
DJ Suede, everybody. Shout out to DJ Suede.
I think she was just trying to do something jazzy, something different, something cool.
Yeah, she wasn't trying to disrespect.
But here's the other thing. It's the national anthem. You don't have to try and make it your own. Like you don't. It's the national anthem. She probably could have crushed it because she didn't sound horrendous. She's got a great voice. I think it was like but here's the other thing. We're talking about the national anthem at the NBA All-Star Game. And I know you and 17 other people care about the NBA still. But let's be honest.
Watch what you say.
When was the last time we got to just enjoy some basketball at the All-Star Game? Because it's like 3 minutes of basketball and it's like, ladies and gentlemen, Drake. And then it's like, woo, and performances. And I'm like, what has happened? When did the NBA All-Star Game become the MTV Movie Awards? Like, this is stupid.
Well, it was different this year. It was.
Oh, totes.
I thought it was a great game. They actually played
the game
defense.
itself, when you finally got to the game, 6 hours of coverage and it was all hip-hop.
See, I recorded and
Not
fast
that there's
forward.
anything wrong with it. I loves me some hip-hop.
I fast forwarded through all
Just
that.
not at the NBA All-Star Game. Come on.
Well, it's a production, man.
Oh, well, obviously.
It's a production.
Obviously, thank you.
Thank you, Fergie. Thank you for giving us
you know what?
entertainment for a few days.
It wasn't the worst national anthem I've ever heard.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst. You're right. All right, coming up at 9, we got Quality Tam. She'll be in. Let's do a few headlines. Also coming up here around 8:35, some stats about showering.
Great. Yesterday we had to stop it. We had a really weird conversation about bathroom etiquette.
Yeah,
I just don't even know how to feel.
We found out that you're a weirdo.
Oh, I'm the weirdo.
Or, okay, then call the Star Me a bunch of weirdos.
I know.
then.
I'm literally the only one that doesn't pee in the shower.
You guys are all just like me.
Well, everybody. Fun times. Fun times. Lucky Charms! We talked about this about a week ago. Remember, Lucky Charms was like, yo, we're going to do away with a Lucky Charm, and we're not going to tell you which one it is, and you're going to be really sad, and then eventually we're going to put a new one in there. Well, guess what? They announced their new marshmallow.
What do we got?
Can I have some Irish music, please?
Lucky Charms.
That's not Irish music.
Horseshoes, clovers, and
it doesn't get any more Irish than that. No, I just
I don't know what you want, man.
I want Irish music. That is Scottish, you idiot. Okay. Beggars can't be choosers. I'm just rolling with the story. Last week, Lucky Charms announced they're killing off one of their marshmallows.
That's so loud.
The yellow and orange hourglass. Hey!
Lucky Charms.
Had been part of the cereal since 2008, so no one got all internet angry over its death, but people are certainly getting internet happy over its replacement. General Mills announced the new permanent marshmallow they're adding in its place. The magical unicorn.
The magically delicious unicorn?
It's like you don't know how to do accents, so you try and
Oh,
do
the magically delicious.
me doing an accent, and
The
then almost
magically delicious. It's magical.
Lucky Charms.
The marshmallow is a white unicorn head with blue and purple swirls on the mane and the horn. It releases sometime this year. They haven't told us exactly when, but boxes of Lucky Charms with the new unicorn, they're already starting to ship out, so chances are you can eat the head of a unicorn very, very soon. They should be everywhere by next month.
Heck yeah, St. Patty's Day is right around the corner, guys.
That's right, and I won't be here. I'll be in sunny and ridiculously hot Phoenix, Arizona for a baseball tournament, so I'm not going to be around.
Lucky Charms!
Man, I'm really good with accents and stuff. You know why? It's because I'm a famous actor now.
He is, guys.
Watch, ask me to do another one.
Kevin Spacey.
Hey, little dude.
Okay, leave. Go now. Yep. We'll be back right after these messages.
Lucky Charms! Stars and horseshoes, clovers and moons, rainbows and tasty red balloons.
And we're back to the show.
Oh, man.
You dove right into that one.
Thank you.
I saw his eyes roll back of his head. He went for it.
I mean, let's be real. You kind of set me up for that one, my friend. So I really hope when we get called into the boss's office, you back me up. Just need you to back me up.
Bill Cosby.
Okay. Moving on.
No, wait.
This is unbelievable. Actually, it's kind of not. And extraordinary. I really wish this were commonplace in America. It's pretty frustrating when someone parks in front of your driveway and blocks you in. Let's be real. I have a neighbor that's done that to me a few times.
Really?
Yeah, and I've had to go over and be like, hey, dude, really sorry. You literally parked in front of my driveway.
Oh.
Is there any way you guys can move? Okay, sorry. I just, noticed your 17 Nissan Maximas. I know. Yes. Any way you could move, I don't know, one of them out of my driveway? Cool, thanks, bro. But there are a few exceptions when it comes to blocking you in somewhere. Like, I don't know, maybe an ambulance responding to a medical emergency? That is unless you are a 26-year-old from Tunstall, England. She went outside on Sunday and saw an ambulance parked in front of her house, and apparently it was responding to an emergency on her street. However, she don't have time for that. She was so angry, she left a note on it saying, quote, "You have no right to be parked here. I couldn't give a... Wow! If the whole street claps, now move your van!"
Oh.
She said a cuss word, guys, that I can't say on radio. The ambulance service actually tweeted a picture of the note, and when the cops saw it, are you ready for this? They arrested her!
Yeah, go to jail!
Yeah! Seriously, she was arrested for public order offense. They said the note was part of it, but the woman verbally abused the paramedics, and emergency services must be able to carry out their roles without fear of abuse. So, homie went to jail!
I bet that would fly, though, in America. I bet you she wouldn't have gotten in trouble.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Why can't we adopt those rules? I want those laws.
Yeah?
Yes. It's like, I'm sorry. What did you just say? Cool. Come with me. She wrote a note because an ambulance was blocking her car because they were responding to another emergency situation.
What if she had an emergency?
Absorbed you. Oh yeah, such an emergency that she had time to go back in the house, grab a notepad,
Ain't nobody
grab a
got time
pen,
for that, man.
write a letter, telling everybody they need to mow that around. Oh wait, she was British, huh? I can't do. Wow, there you go. I'm stuck. Yeah, try to do like British Valley Girl. That's impossible. It's like a totally different.
It's a totally. Damn it! I said.
You just sound like you have a swollen tongue.
I know. Good. I'm glad she went to jail.
Oh, yeah, she definitely went to jail. Definitely went to jail. So, man, I want to do another story, but
just look at the time, guys. Look at the time.
We're up against the break.
All right. Let's see. Quality Time at 9, and we'll talk about some fascinating shower habits when we come back.
Shout out to our boy Paul, who is YouTube living us at jury duty.
Paul, what are you doing?
Said, bro, I'm in jury duty crying and people are looking at me wondering if I'm okay.
There you go. It's a good way to pass the time.
There you go. YouTube.com/star88FM. Get there, subscribe, hang out with us.
All right, we'll be right back from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studio.
Groundwire with Sean Dunn.
No 17-year-old should ever be confronted with such words. He told me that the person who raised him after his parents died encouraged him to take his own life. Although he stood there stoic, not wanting to reveal his true pain, it was visible in his eyes. My heart broke for him. Behind his mask of courage and strength was a wounded heart. I wanted him to know that he was not alone. He was not forgotten. Even though words had scarred him and people had taken advantage of him, God desperately loved him. The Bible teaches that whenever Jesus saw injustice or a tortured soul, he had compassion. Love was ignited when he walked past someone that was struggling with life, those that have been mistreated, and it still is. The compassion of Jesus Christ is stirred every time someone is abused, abandoned, or neglected, and he instantly comes to offer peace and hope to those that are alone. Through Jesus Christ, God took the shattered life of this orphan and rebuilt him. He healed the pain, he removed bitterness, and he made him into a loving, caring person that is bound for heaven. That is what Jesus does. He loves, he cares, and he transforms. If he did it for my friend, I know that he can do it for you.
To find out more, click on groundwire.net. Groundwire.net.
A warning from John Wesley. What one generation tolerates, the next generation will embrace. A solar flare on Star 88.
What am I doing with my life? I need some motivation. I'm somewhere in between insanity and desperation. Why doesn't anything go right? I need an explanation. I'm somewhere in between the tragedy and devastation. But I'm not worried about it. At least that's what you want me to say. But there ain't no way around it. I wanna run away, but I'm not without you. So come away with me, and let's travel the world and see all the things that we've only seen on TV. But I'm not leaving without you. So come on, let's get away, and let's do all the things that we wanted to do. I don't care how long it takes. What am I doing with my time? I need some inspiration.
Get ready for some truth from Jensen Franklin on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
When God wants to transition you from one place to another place, He will put in your life what I call kingdom connections or power relationships. People many times who have done what you're trying to do, already been through what you're going through, and they have the ability to reach back and grab you and pull you through and expedite your journey in amazing ways. And it's all about who you get around. Something else about the right people, they can unlock the potential that is inside of you. If you get around the right people, they can unlock the potential that God has put in you. Some people have the opposite effect. They kill your dream. They will cause you to abort the purpose and the plan and the thing that God has put in your heart to do.
That's Jensen Franklin on Star 88 with a PowerPoint.
I was waiting for morning, for the rising sun, in the place of decision where it hadn't come. Then I saw the horizon, Lord, I heard your voice. You became my vision and you became my song. In the darkest night, in the middle of the fight, when there is no light, you are my champion. When the world's at war and the oceans roar, I know it won't be long. You are my champion. Now that I have tasted, now that I have seen the extravagant goodness that you showed me, I will sing forever of your saving grace. I will shout in battle, my God is in this place. In the darkest night, in the middle of a fight, when there is no light, you are my champion. When the world's at war and the oceans roar, I know it won't be long. You are my In the darkest night, in the middle of the fight, when there is no light, you are my champion. When the world's at war and the oceans roar, I know it won't be long. You are my champion. In the darkest night, in the middle of the fight, when there is no light, you are my champion. When the world's at war and the oceans roar, I know it won't be long, 'cause you are my champion. Yes, you are my champion. You are my champion. You are my champion. You are my champion.
What's going on in the news today?
Multiple reports now say a former Trump campaign staffer is ready to flip and testify against ex-campaign chairman Paul Manafort. Rick Gates also is expected to plead guilty to fraud charges.
2 women, 1 man, and a 6-year-old child are in the hospital after they were shot while waiting to be seated at a Texas Roadhouse restaurant in San Antonio.
Dallas police say a postal service worker was found shot to death inside of a mail truck on Interstate 30.
About 100 students will be in Tallahassee to talk about gun control with state lawmakers.
The White House now says the president supports efforts to
to improve the nation's background check system.
The Canadian women's hockey team has advanced to the gold medal game. They will, of course, be facing the United States.
People have been killed in Mozambique's capital after heavy rains triggered the partial collapse of a 3-story tall mound of garbage.
ISIS is now claiming responsibility for an attack on a church in Russia.
The worldwide consumption of traditional beer is dropping, while non-alcoholic beer is enjoying an increase.
Wicked winter storms rolling across the country.
The percentage of doctor visits for flu-like symptoms has leveled off over the last couple of weeks.
A pricey Picasso painting has gone missing from a downtown Milwaukee art gallery. It's estimated to be worth some $50,000.
Not the Picasso.
Good morning. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios, Tex and Steve-O. Quality Time coming up at 9. Go check out the 3-minute short film titled The Venus up at our Facebook page. A lot of people, I think, are watching the 10-second teaser. There's a little 10-second trailer that we put out yesterday. That's not the 3-minute short film. So you guys got to just kind of search for it. It's a 3-minute short film starring Steve-O Jeter. And what's the actress's name?
Who, Kyla?
Kyla?
Kylo Ren. Just making that up.
Shout out to Jordy, Brent, and Isaac for doing such a great job. They shot it entirely on an iPhone 7. And they're entering into this little competition, little contest. Who's the better filmmaker? We hope they win. It's really good and creepy, so go watch it. 505-585-LIVE. You want to text into the show. Also, phone lines are open, 338-3700. Yesterday, we were talking about some weird bathroom habits that we might have. We talked about how we put our toothpaste on. Do we wet our toothbrush first, then apply the toothpaste and brush? Or do we wet toothpaste, wet again, then brush? And the majority of the Starmie was a wet, apply, wet kind of person. Just like me. Then we started talking about, well, is it acceptable? Is it okay? Do people go number one in the shower? Yeah, they do. They do. In fact, 67% of us do it. 33% said, no way, Jose. I would never do that in the shower. So
Somebody chimed in and said, actually, when you were talking about that just now, said, there are two types of people in the world, people who pee in the shower and people who lie.
You're exactly right.
I'm not admitting to anything.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
I'm not a liar. It's called acting, guys.
Oh, you've been acting this whole
actor
time?
now. Yes.
Have you been acting this whole time? Guys,
got
he's
you though,
staying in
right?
character.
I pee every time.
Are you a method actor?
I am.
Are you the creepy guy?
I mean,
what's his name?
I am wearing the sweater today. Oh gosh, what was it? We can't.
Did you guys come up with a name for him?
I was trying really hard to take it seriously, so because of that, it was trying to like be real and intentional about it. I wasn't kidding about him working at Scottrade. Yeah, I don't know.
I was thinking more Staples. Radio Shack. Yeah. Anyways, I wish I had a name for you. Chet.
Chet?
Yeah, Chet.
Chet wouldn't do something like that.
Yeah, he would.
No, he wouldn't. A Chet would
You're
not.
a total Chet.
No. I feel like he'd have a more refined name because he was like kind of put together.
Henry?
Like, there you go.
Henry's a good one.
I was going to say William, but Henry's
William. Peter. Ooh, you're a Peter. Yeah, you're definitely a Peter. I can totally see Peter. That's your character name, Peter.
Stephen Peter.
Are you Peter right now, or is this Steven?
Okay, shut up.
Who am I talking to? Good morning. Where you at, caller? Good morning. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you for the call.
Yeah, I found these stats in my news this morning. They surveyed a bunch of people on showering habits. How often do you shower? Do you shower once a day? Every 2 days? Once or twice a week? Or only when they start to stink? I think we're going to be kind of similar when it comes to this. Now, be honest. Be honest. How often do you shower? Is it every day? No? It's not every day for you?
No.
Is it every 2 days? It's not. Is it once or twice a week?
Here's how you can always tell if I've showered. Especially if you follow along on YouTube or Facebook Live. How's my hair today?
A little greasy.
A little greasy?
Yep. A little thick with grease.
I will say, though, it seemed like every day this week I showered because it was like we were filming. We're like, if I get sweaty, if I do any kind of like, dude, every day.
Yeah, we don't really
And when
do
we
much.
were rocking CrossFit, like twice a day.
Yeah.
So it depends. Like on average, though, a few times a week, I get up late and then I just want to be here because I miss you.
I know you do.
So it's like, who needs to shower?
I definitely
You love my musk.
I try to shower every day. I don't always shower every day. I would say it's I might miss out on a shower twice a week, maybe, where I don't shower. But I'm pretty much a shower every day. I shower at night. Do you shower at night?
No.
See, I don't
gross.
shower in the morning. I shower at night.
What?
I've been doing it forever.
That keeps you awake. That's why you're not sleeping. You're supposed to shower in the morning because it like refreshes you and wakes you up.
I take a shower after my afternoon nap. So around like 4 o'clock, I take a shower. That's weird, huh?
Somebody said, every day, you savages.
That depends on what kind of job you got. When you take a bath, do you let me go over that. That's 55% said at least once a day as far as showering. 34% said every 2 days. 2% said only when they stink. Wow. When you take a bath, do you usually take a quick shower afterward to rinse off your own filth you've been soaking in?
I do that if I ever.
You take
ever
a bath?
bathe. If I ever take a bath, I for real rinse off after.
I can't remember the last time I took a bath.
That's why I said if I ever take a bath.
I don't know, man.
Somebody said I shower 3 times a day, morning, after work, and after the gym. That's excessive. How much lotion do you go through? This is a dry climate. You probably have the driest skin. No judgment.
This is a judgment-free zone. Good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm a first-time caller.
First-time caller. Welcome.
I take a shower every 2 days.
Every 2 days.
Okay. How old are you every 2 days?
11 years old.
11 years old, and you,
You
shower
know,
every other day.
I think that's
about right.
acceptable.
That's about how my kids roll. About every other day.
I do it every time after I go to gymnastics.
That's good. You know what? You definitely should. If you're going to be working out, building up a sweat, you should definitely. But yeah, you got to take care of that hygiene, man. You don't want to stink because you're getting into that age where that body odor is going to start coming in. It's going to be bad.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wear cologne?
No, that's 11.
Yeah.
No cologne?
No cologne.
Well, I recommend cologne.
Do not sport cologne. You don't need cologne.
CKY, Gravity.
Nope. Maybe just some Old Spice deodorant. You know what I'm
That'll
saying?
work too. Yeah.
That will work. It'll cover the odor.
Maybe some aftershave,
Nope.
even though you're not shaving
Don't
yet.
Hey, don't listen to Dex. He had no friends in school.
Maybe Axe body spray.
No,
That's
definitely don't do that.
It's a good shower.
Do not do that. Just
Yeah.
All right, first time caller. I'm glad you called in.
Heck yeah, thanks for calling. Go shower.
Bye. Cute kid.
Somebody says it depends on the season. During the winter, it's usually every other day, but during the summer, it's every day, and that's mostly to take a cold shower to cool off.
Yep.
See, somebody said, no way, bro. Once a week, too many showers is why y'all get sick so much.
I don't know if that's true. Okay. Good morning.
I love this member of the Star Army.
You there?
Good morning.
Good
gentlemen.
morning. Who's this?
This is your favorite person.
I always get him confused. I don't know if this is Bill or...
Hey,
Oh,
so
it's Bill.
I'm here at work, and all of a sudden my feed blows up. People are tagging me. What are you saying about me? Because I wasn't listening.
We were talking about this character I played in a short film. I got my inspiration from a man named Peter or William. Peter Billson, if you will.
Yeah.
And
it's funny, we didn't even mention your name. I think somebody on Facebook Live mentioned you, and then
it's just the idea that.
Yeah.
So I just, honestly, before I go any further with my acting career, I just need to say thank you for the ever amazing inspiration that you are, because I just feel like I wouldn't have been able to portray Peter Billson if not for you and how you reflect life. I felt like I imitated it pretty well in this short film. So
that was that movie named after a planet, right? Uranus, isn't it?
What? It's called Venus.
It's called the Venus.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
I got the wrong
Venus.
planet.
Yeah, wrong.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
What'd you think of that little short film? Give us
No.
I thought it was inspirational because it reminded me of me.
Yeah? Wow, you sound a little stuffy there, caller.
It's because he watched the video so many times he was just crying. He was just
It's not
crying.
funny.
It's not funny.
Okay, I love you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Shout out to our YouTubers, youtube.com/star88fm. Hey, Jenny just joined us. She's currently on the road from Vegas to Albuquerque.
Oh, right on.
Watching along. Hello with my family. Hello, family.
Be careful while you drive.
Don't die. Yeah. Gosh.
Do you wash your hair first or last?
I have a method, yo.
I do too.
Well, you don't have hair, so this doesn't pertain
I
to you.
have hair.
Yeah, but for those of us who have hair, I shampoo, and then I lather up my. Well, wait, no, and then I put the conditioner in, and then I lather up my body, right? And then I take care of all that, so that by the time I'm done with all that, then I take the conditioner out, so it stays for a few minutes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got it.
Shampoo, conditioner, a body wash or whatever, rinse everything off.
Yeah. I use special shampoo.
Okay.
So my hair won't fall out.
Okay. Do you really?
Yeah. It's expensive.
Oh my gosh.
So there's a method.
You are being taken.
There's a three-step process. So I have to put the regular shampoo on first.
Shut up. This can't be real.
I'm dead serious.
Oh my gosh.
I'm dead serious. Then I wash that off. Then I put the next set of shampoo on, which opens up my follicles, and I have to keep that on for 4 minutes. So on the 4 minutes, I body wash, and I do all my body stuff, and then I just kind of hang in the shower and just relax and splash water on myself. And then after 4 minutes, I rinse off the shampoo, and then I wash my face. And then after I'm done with the shower, I spray on the last step, which is the Miracle Grower.
You were such a weirdo.
81% said it's the first thing they wash is their hair. 19% wait until the end of their shower. I just kind of feel like you should do the hair first before the body wash. Or, you should do your hair first, because if you use body wash and then at the end you shampoo your hair, then you're going to smell like shampoo and not your cool, fragrant-y body wash. Then I feel like I have to use body wash again at the end.
For your follicular structure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I want to smell like my sweet body wash.
It's like all the follicles in your body.
My Axe body wash.
Your follicular makeup.
Yeah.
Got it.
How often do you use a fresh towel? This one's going to freak you guys out.
I don't want to know. Oh, I don't want to
I
know.
use a fresh towel every time I shower.
Wait, what? Every time you shower, you change your towel?
What? You don't? Are you serious? You're a weirdo.
Every time you shower, you change your towel? What is this, the gym?
You shower once a week. I feel like you should change it out, Steve-O. Are you kidding me? You just admitted to everybody you shower once, maybe twice a week, and then you don't change out your towel? Does it smell like
towel
mildew?
every time? No, wouldn't it be opposite that if you shower every day, you should change it out regularly because of all the water and the mildew and the whatever? You change your towel every day?
Yeah.
I can't with you. I can't.
That's
I can't do
nuts.
this.
Okay,
you
please.
have the dumbest shower routine. It's like,
I
and
don't.
then I sprinkle the Orogrow around my navel area.
The Starmies with me. They're with me. Does everybody out there change towels every shower?
Nobody does. Literally everybody is freaking out.
You gotta be
That is
kidding
very
me.
wasteful, Dex, says Brian on YouTube Live. Chelsea
Wasteful?
says, no, this is why you have a load of laundry that's just towels. That is unbelievable.
Well, I mean,
to me.
I don't. The Petersons do.
Oh my gosh. You're insane.
Unreal.
No.
Guys.
I agree with dude.
Guys, seriously. Okay, so if I shower, 5 times a week.
Okay.
That's 5 towels? Really?
Yeah, that's a lot of towels.
All right. In the survey, 49% said about once a week.
Yeah, there you go. That's about right.
That's crazy.
That's
to
about
me.
right.
33% said it varies. 18% said they use a fresh towel every time they shower. 18%. Wow. Jeez. And in the article, it says, is 18% high, or am I just gross and lazy for not wanting to do all that laundry?
Somebody said 1 towel per week, bros. Somebody else is with you. Team Dex, new towel every day. Y'all are wasteful. It's
kind of how
that's ridiculous.
How my mama taught me.
Every day?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
So let me get this straight. Somebody said, you have 4 total pairs of underwear, but 7 personal towels
Did I say I
per
had
week.
4 pairs? I
Yesterday.
I said I had 4 pairs of socks, not underwear.
You're a liar.
I said
And
socks.
the truth is not in you.
Okay. I said socks, not underwear. And if I said underwear, I was joking. And then let's see. To wrap it up, do you ever pee in the shower? 67% of us do it.
This is so weird.
33%
Gosh,
said no
I
way.
hate this topic. However, the live line is absolutely blowing up.
I can't believe that people use 1 towel a week to shower.
505-585 live. That's 505-585-5483. If you'd like to chime into the show, somebody said I only use white towels to dry off. You can bleach them. That's why hotels use white. I use a clean towel every shower. I have 14 to 16 towels. It's suggested, but I can't remember where I learned this from. No one. That's why you can't remember. No one ever told you that.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not freaked out or anything. I'm not a germaphobe when it comes to I have to use a different towel every time I shower. Now that I'm hearing all this, I feel great about only using 1 towel a week. I just thought it was a hygiene thing.
Dude, okay, think about this, bro. You're on vacation. You go to a hotel. If you don't want to, they won't change your towel out every day there. And so usually I'm like, no, bro, this is my towel.
That's why I always have to
Don't change
ask.
my towel. Don't change my towel. I
Well, I
like
always
this
have
towel.
to ask.
Me and this towel have a good relationship. Don't you give me somebody new midway through my hotel stay. I need this towel.
That makes me feel good. Now I can use 1 towel.
Yes.
And I'm okay with that.
Once a week.
I honestly was
Ish.
taught that it was a hygiene thing.
That is the dumbest thing. Now, I will say this. If you excessively shower, like a friend who chimes in who says, I shower 3 times a day, yeah, change it out a little more often. That's going to get damp and mildewy
Well,
pretty
exactly, because your towel's all wet. I just
But
thought
you
it just got
don't
mildew.
shower 17 times a week.
5 times a week at least.
Okay.
Sometimes 7.
Gosh.
Just saying. And that towel's wet.
I just. See, Aaron says, wait, does that mean you're saying you don't clean yourself well enough for the towel to be clean after drying yourself off one
okay,
time
it has
in the
nothing to do
shower?
with that. It's the fact that the towel's wet. The towel's wet from my body.
Duh.
Okay? I thought there was some weird hygiene
we get the
thing
science behind towel drying.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you not understand that that could be
Brody.
weird? That could be weird.
That's why you have a
Hair.
hook and you hang it out to dry. You put it on the hook or you hang it on your towel rack or whatever.
I don't know, man.
That is what they were invented for, to dry them off.
I feel like you and the Mexicans are a bunch of weirdos.
We live in the desert. It's going to dry off. Maybe if you lived in Florida or something, you change it a little more often because it's like damp always.
I'm serious.
That is so
you
weird.
desert people are weirdos. Yeah. All right. Well, at least we found one weird thing about me. Jeez. All right, we got to take a quick break. If you guys want to chime in, you can text in 505-585-LIVE. We're on YouTube Live. We're on Facebook Live. Go watch the show. When we come back, Quality Tan Tuesday. Hang out.
I'm Heidi, and here's what's happening. Next time you're at the grocery store, pick up a non-perishable food item and donate it to the Sagebrush Food Drive. It's happening each weekend through March 4th. Sagebrush has a goal to donate over 17,000 items throughout New Mexico. You can drop off donations at any Sagebrush location during weekend services until March 4th. Join Mesilla Park Community Church in Las Cruces for their Souls for Souls shoe drive. The event is happening March 17th from 9 a.m. till 12 p.m. at their main campus. Help make this event fun for the kids and their families. This year, Mesilla Park Community Church would like to include games, face painting, and more. If you can help out, sign up online at getrealchurch.org. If you know any free events happening for your church or maybe for your community, let us know about it. We'll talk about your free event on the air and feature it on our website. You can send us an email to The Wire at star88.fm. For more information about events and more, visit star88.fm. For what's happening, I'm Heidi, and this is Star 88.
This is a fresh thought. Listen up to Levi Lusko.
Most of us underestimate what we can do in the long term, but we overestimate what we can do in the short term. Don't loiter and linger. Does that describe life for many? Loitering and lingering. Just kind of hanging about. Don't loiter and linger. Waiting until the very last minute. I'll serve God when I'm older. I want to have some fun while I'm young. This is when I'm free. I want to go out. I want to see the world. Right? Eventually I'll get right. Don't wait until the very last minute. Dress yourselves in Christ and be up and about. Come on, that's good. Dress yourselves in Christ and be up and about.
For more fresh thoughts, go to LeviLusko.com. This is KLYT Albuquerque, Santa Fe, rebroadcast on KKCJ Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ Mintmore, K201CC Las Cruces, K203EZ Alamogordo, K207CQ Gallup, K211CW Hobbs, K212EH Silver City, K214DE Antonito, K218AK Artesia, K250AB Roswell, K293AO Alamosa, K228DQ Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
I was blinded, you gave me eyes to see. I was going under, you reached out to me. No, there's nothing you won't do to pick me up and pull me through. Every hour, 8 days a week, yeah. Your love is like a fountain, it'll never run dry, it'll never run dry. Your love is moving mountains every day of my life, every day of my life. Can I get a witness? We want glory, but can't measure up. We try money, but don't get enough. We fill our sky with fading lights, trying to guide us through the night. But you're the one thing that'll carry us, because your love is like a fountain. It'll never run dry, it'll never run dry. Your love is moving mountains every day of my life, every day of my life. Can I get a witness? Hallelujah. come on now. Can I get a witness? Somebody in this place, come on now. Can I get a witness? So much love, so much grace, come on now. Can I get a witness? Somebody in this place, come on now. Can I get a witness? Ooh, your love is like a fountain. It'll never run dry. It'll never run dry. Your love is moving mountains. Every day of my life. Every day of my life. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Oh, can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Oh, can I get a witness? Hey, can I get a witness? Oh, yeah. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness?
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Morning Invasion being brought to you by Preston Hart. Screen printing, live printing, graphic design. PrestonHart.com. Good morning, everybody. Quality Tam will be joining us here any second. And apparently she's got a bone to pick with us. She just texted us and said we're in trouble. Don't know what that means. 505-585-LIVE. You can text into the show.
Good news. I just got it on good authority that Bangs decided to join us.
Bangs?
Yeah.
Everybody, it's Tuesday. And my girl, Quality Tam.
Good morning.
Fired up.
My February resolution was to be a kinder, gentler version of myself to the woman I love. Her name is Tamara. However, she cut her hair without even consulting me.
You look beautiful, Tam.
I hate it.
Oh, it's so loud. Wait, let me turn this down.
Hate it. So
wait a second. What did you say?
Loud.
Ow, wrong way,
Jesus, Tam.
Oh, can you turn it down?
What are you talking about?
Just turn it the other way.
Oh, dude, first of all, you're here. Wear these.
How is that my fault?
Well, and you had it all the way up to like
This is
7.
such a
It was
train wreck.
there.
Oh, gosh. It's the Bangs.
Who's the hottie in the studio?
Just me.
Okay.
Hey, you know what? Speaking of, let's get right to it, shall we?
Wow. We just got a text from Tam saying that we're pretty much in trouble. Is that what I got?
Wait, why are we in trouble?
Here's the thing.
Have a
For the
bone to pick with
first
you?
time ever. Oh, wow. My bangs are really prominent on the.
I like you with
I kind of
bangs.
look like Minnie Mouse, like with these headphones on in the camera. It's great. Yeah, let's just get right to it. So, you know, Dex just said that, and it just reminded me of something that had come up. Weird that it was not against Steve-O this time.
What?
But it was an offense of Dexy.
What? What did I do? I don't even know what I did.
Steve-O for the win on this one.
What did I do?
Is there anything that you could possibly think of last time that we were talking? Anything that may have possibly insinuated that you were hitting on Tones' wife?
For
Does
real?
that have to deal with cuddling? Maybe? You remember anything?
Now I want to go back and.
I honestly don't know. I can't remember what we did 2 hours ago, Tam. So you're
Can I
asking
just
me to
say
go
that
week.
pignon bar is delicious.
What did I? Tam, what did I
That's
do?
why she had to cut her hair.
What did
she was
I
like
do?
going incognito. She didn't want anybody to recognize her because she was so embarrassed.
Man.
by
Did I
your-
say something that
Blowing
is
up.
Tones gonna fight me?
Listen, I had to tell Tones, honey, listen, if you hear anything,
oh no,
What did I
freak
do?
out.
I don't even know.
Don't freak out.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't
but This
either.
makes me so happy.
Phone's blowing up. Facebook's blowing up.
What did I do?
So I guess it was when we were talking about Valentine's Day. And I had mentioned that quality time was my love language. Love hanging out, right?
Uh-huh.
All right. Only problem is when I had mentioned about romance and things.
Stealing this charger while she's
That
telling this
you could cuddle, maybe watching a
Oh
movie.
my gosh, I think I remember.
Is it starting to click?
Yeah.
He goes, yeah.
Oh no.
So here's the thing. We're gonna clear this up right now. Wow. Dex respects. He is RESPECT-ing.
Oh no. I wish I wouldn't have started the break with Dreamweaver. I'm so regretting that right now.
Oh man, it's
As
just
you
weird.
were trying to.
I'm like, you look hot, Tam. Oh
trying
no.
to clearly
Oh no.
do the antithesis of what I was saying, because I was saying how much I hate her hair. So, guys, he was just trying to balance me out because I was being a jerk.
Yeah, so he's publicly apologizing right now. He has zero ill
Shut
intent
up,
right
woman.
now.
Stop talking. You can't make him do that, okay? Hashtag
He's doing
time's
it.
up, okay?
He's walking
it
into
doesn't
it.
mean anything unless he's doing
He's
it himself.
apologizing right now. Look, there he goes.
Go ahead, Matt Lauer.
Oh my gosh. Is this really one of the did I do that?
Oh man, we gotta revisit.
So how
We
many
gotta look
people
back at the tape,
No,
you know?
Hold on. How many people
One, and it was her mom. Doesn't count.
was it really Tones?
Man.
Was it just Tones?
No. Mm-mm.
Was it multiple people?
It was quite a few.
Did I? No way. I feel like you're playing me.
I'm
right
not
now.
playing you, man.
Like a
I'm
Like a fish.
so embarrassed right now.
No.
People are like, "Your face is so red, Dex." I'm so embarrassed if I said something, which kind of
and that's weird.
angers
because
me in a way
I
because
feel
the
like-
things that this guy
God,
has
I
said,
was just gonna say that.
the things
It's
that
weird.
Teo has said.
Here's what I'm wondering. Maybe because Dex, you're the most respectful on this show that people were shocked.
Well, I appreciate that.
I think that's what it comes down
I
to.
appreciate
It's
that.
because you have just been so wonderful, and I just think that maybe people.
I need to get a recording of
I
this.
think people
So
got
somebody
surprised.
said, let me get this straight.
Wow, this new roast.
Let me get. It's incredible.
Wow.
So let me get this straight. She
It's my
doesn't want
first
you to be
sip.
mean, but then in turn gets angry when you're kind to her.
I'm sorry. Did
Sounds
someone
like
say
a
I was
woman.
angry?
Can you be more specific on what I said?
I think
she
it was
can't.
that we were cuddling, or that you said, "So you want to come over then, Tam?" Because I said I was like my quality time, and then I said I could like romantic would be just like watching a movie at home, and so then we would just do that, and then and you're like, "Oh yeah, sounds like," and then you're like, "So you want to come over and hang out?" And I was like, "As friends, as
I
friends."
don't even remember.
And I said, "Yeah,
when
of
I went
course, as
back-
friends."
To be fair, I wasn't there to help disarm the
were
situation.
there.
I was just not in my brain.
Because
I
you're
was-
never
I
there.
checked out. Checked out.
Did you feel uncomfortable?
Well, it's out in the open, you know.
Did you feel uncomfortable?
I looked at the I looked at the Facebook thing. I guess what I did, I put you in the friend zone. So I guess I responded well. I put you right back in that friend zone.
But you didn't feel uncomfortable, did you? Or did you?
No, at the time.
No, she literally didn't even remember it
At
until
the
somebody
time-
else said something.
Yeah, at
Welcome
the time,
to 2018.
You know, I just was kind of, I was
You
just kind
should
of
be
going with
offended
it.
by that. I can't believe he would say that.
Okay,
You know,
And then I was
you're
like,
right.
oh.
I should be offended by that.
And then-
I
You're
demand
right.
an apology.
I am offended
Listen,
by that.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Somebody called it to your attention and told you that it was offensive and inappropriate what I said, but you never felt that way.
No, I mean, I looked back at it and I was like, okay, yeah, he was pushing it. He was pushing it, but I know
I was?
you. I know I was.
Like salt and pepper.
What?
You know what? I apologize
Oh.
if I made anybody in the Starmy or even Tam feel uncomfortable.
Oh.
Sam chimed in on Facebook.
I
with
feel
a
terrible.
sad tale who said, 10 years from now, Dex will be running for political office, and Tam will ruin it all.
Oh my God.
You got dirt on
This
me now,
tragic
girl.
tale.
I got no dirt.
You got dirt on me.
And honestly,
Tragic
those
tale.
people who get information to throw dirt on people is just a waste. I think that I think the answer is what I said in the beginning, and I think that is that
Love,
Dex has been so wonderful.
I'll never compliment you again.
No,
Dude, sadly, that's probably true.
I think maybe
Way
it
to
was
go.
just the whole
Way to
cuddling
go.
I'm never
thing.
gonna
Do you
do it
want to
again.
come over?
Way to go.
It was the do
Way
you
to
want to
go.
come over part. I think that
See,
was,
me, I'll go like this.
I
and
think
he'll
it's
go,
different. I think it's different. You know, when you're complimenting,
You're right.
it's normal.
I shouldn't have said it. We're friends, and I was trying to be funny, And you know what? It just wasn't something that was appropriate to say, and I apologize.
But you know
and
what?
Tones, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No one cares. Hashtag time's up with this segment.
I'll tell you this though, man. Dex is a gem. He is a gem.
That's why I'm frustrated. You go back and you tell those idiots who said something to you to knock it off, because if they had an ounce of knowledge of who this man was,
He's getting
they wouldn't
protected.
question his character.
I appreciate
Well,
that.
it frustrates me. I'm with him every single day. This guy has character
can you
for
change
days.
the tone in your voice
Wow.
or something?
No,
maybe
I'm
make
coming
it.
at you, she-women.
I love this.
Here's what
What
it
you
is.
got, yo?
My brother's got my back.
Also, guys, I was standard corrected. Stood corrected? Is it standard corrected?
You standard correctly.
Whatever.
yeah.
It's the same thing. Guys, I went to Las Cruces this past weekend. I was hanging out with my niece and my nephew and my brother and sister-in-law. And it was so much fun. These kids are adorable. Except, guys, I was proven wrong. Proved wrong? What do I say there? Can someone clear what I'm...
Somebody
clear up what
proved
I'm-
you wrong?
Yeah. I stand corrected.
You stood corrected.
I stood...
You stood
I
it
stand,
correctly.
You stand,
Whatever.
You stand in the gap.
Guys, I did not know what to do. We walked in, and the kids...
Had murdered the dog.
No,
it
they
was a terrifying
said that you're
situation.
disgusting.
I
They
know.
said, because they call us Tia and Tio. It's like Spanish for aunt and uncle. Okay, for those of you who are whiter than other people.
Wow.
I'm being,
Yeah.
I'm digging a hole.
Go.
Wow.
Well, how? I'm
Because
like the
I
Irish
have a-
person.
and I do
who
not
has Spanish
appreciate
as
You're
my
right.
first
You're
language,
actually right.
so-
Because
ignorant and racist.
and my friend
So,
Sarah, who's the whitest girl I know,
yeah.
can speak Spanish fluently.
Why you got to
The
bring
funny thing
color
is, the
into
one-
it?
Sorry, color doesn't matter. Okay, here's the thing. So we're so we go, and Amzie says, she's like, Tia, we have a gift for you. It's for Valentine's Day. And I said, oh, and she was like, it's for you and Tio, and it was a big LOVE sign that lights up, and it was just, oh, it was so cute. And I was like, Valentine's Day is a real holiday. It has to be, right? Because the time before, I came in and said that it wasn't. So I want to publicly apologize.
Oh God,
this is bad. That it wasn't a holiday.
It's not.
And
a
also,
holiday.
okay, maybe it's not, but a real
It's
holiday.
a Hallmark holiday.
Okay, maybe it's a Hallmark
it is a
holiday.
holiday for people who are terrible at
Oh, and they had
doting
hearts
upon
on the
their spouse
walls, and they had
364 other days a
they
year.
had worked so hard on these cute things. So I'm thinking it's
And
like
for
kids,
children.
right? Okay, that's okay.
for chill. I got to make a box with Brody for all of his Valentines, and it was really adorable.
Yes,
and lovely. But here's what's not cool.
Yeah,
you know, and they've been doing this since back in the day. Let's be real. Since we were kids. The participation trophy culture, where it's like no matter what, everybody gets a trophy and Little League type thing. Why is it that everyone gets a Valentine on Valentine's Day? Because they don't want anybody to feel sad and left out.
Oh,
Why
that's a
can't we
good
just
point.
give Valentines to the people that like we're cool with? Like, hey, I would give Dex a Valentine. I wouldn't give you one, but I would give Dex one
for
because I just wouldn't want people to take the wrong mentality on me giving you a stupid 70-cent Valentine from Walgreens. But because of that, now everybody expects love. They believe they deserve it, which is probably
You're supposed to
why,
earn it, or what?
Which is
How does that
probably
work?
why we got to where we are. Time's up, because they're like, no, I deserve this woman, and they're like, yeah, she doesn't like you. Yeah, but I got a Valentine from everyone who doesn't like me.
Yeah, she doesn't like you.
Might be stretching that one a little bit.
Yeah, I think you're stretching it, but in all honesty, I'm gonna say that for the kids, I think that every year I think it's important. Did you get something for your daughter, Dex?
Of course I did. Took her out shopping at the mall.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa, I was talking like, I don't know.
What?
I don't know what I was thinking actually.
Yeah, I don't like to do the whole, candy and a card or a stuffed animal. That's stupid. That's like that's basically promoting Valentine's Day to the man.
Okay,
saying,
but
like I'm
let me play
okay
devil's
with
advocate.
this fake holiday.
Let me play devil's advocate.
Okay,
For
go.
Dex specifically, it's different because I happen to know that he dates his daughter. Like, I happen to know that he shows her love and affection and takes her out to like go eat or catch a flick or something like that.
Right.
But for those that don't, like dads, you
a nice
will
surprise.
be because you're that man that's gonna teach your young lady how she is doted upon and how she receives affection. So you don't want her starved for that attention. So if you're one of those people that doesn't normally, I think you need to. I think you should buy your daughter those things because you want her to get it from her dad to see like, hey, this is how a man ought to love and respect and treat a young lady.
A daughter.
Yeah, because if you're not, some dude at school's going to, and it's going to be a different kind of attention, and you're going to hate it, but you can blame him, but you can also put a little blame on yourself if you're not one of those affectionate people.
Yeah,
Seriously.
There was, so my dad, he would take me on these daddy-daughter dates when we were little, and I've mentioned them before, about how important they are and how much they mean to me, or have meant to me over this time.
Because quality time is your go-to. That's your thing. You need quality time.
Right.
Right, Dex?
And
no comment. I can't speak
there
to
you
it
go.
anymore.
I love that. See?
I have
I'm just
so
here
much
so I don't
love
get
for you,
fined.
Dexy. So much love for you. Okay, so what was I going to tell you just now? Oh yeah, so my dad took me on daddy-daughter dates. Dex, what you're doing with your daughter and pouring into her like that is so huge, because I remember my dad taking me on my first, he was like, I want us just to go together, me and you. And I was like, okay. And I said, he told me we were going to go to go to a movie, go to dinner and stuff. And when I was younger, we didn't have much, and I didn't know that. I had no clue. Until my parents told me as I started getting older of we were dirt poor,
Did you guys drink powdered milk?
And yes, we did. And I actually like it.
Really? I don't think I've ever had powdered milk.
Okay, something else also that my mom said that we did that I didn't know was a bad thing, because I always thought it was awesome, was I love macaroni and cheese.
Ramen?
The ramen, I love it. And then also the pork and beans with the hot dogs. I love that.
Hamburger Helper.
And so my mom said, I don't know why you still like that stuff, because we fed it to you all the time, because it was at the dollar store. It was cheap. It was easy. And so you don't know that. I love it till this day, but I had no clue. It's because of how my parents approached it. They made it the most amazing thing in the world. My mom, she told me one time, we were like, all the lights were off in the house, and we lit these candles, and she's like, we're going camping. And I was like, yay. And so we get on the bed and we'd read stories together, and there'd be these little candle lights lit and stuff. I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And we would pray together as a family. It was the coolest thing in the world. And then I found out years later, I told my mom, remember we used to go camping inside? And she's like, yeah. She said,
wait, isn't this an episode of This Is Us?
She said this wasn't camping. She said we couldn't pay the electric bill. And I was like, what? And so there's times in my life that I had no clue about. And so my dad being able to pour into me as a kid, it was the best thing in the world. Until this day, I remember those moments, because I don't get to see my dad as much as I used to. And yeah, I miss him like crazy. But on Valentine's Day, he usually doesn't send me anything, because I've always said it's a fake holiday or whatever. But he always likes to say well, I can leave that for your husband if he wants to do anything for you. But the day after, he'll always send me, from wherever he is in the United States of America, he will always send me roses or some kind of bouquet of flowers and chocolates. Or like this year, he sent me a bear, chocolate, and roses, and it was beautiful. And so. Yeah, I mean, that's what he wants to do. That's his expression of love. So you doing that, I think, was a huge deal to your daughter, whatever you decided to do. Because for me, it would be okay, cool, I'm going to go hang out with my dad. But I know I can't right now. And so he did that. I thought that was awesome.
That's cool.
Just saying, it matters, dude.
It does matter.
It plays a huge part.
Time's up for Dex.
Okay.
I really just want to get your take on Fergie. Can we move on?
Yep. What was that?
Exactly.
Did you hear it?
She did it, which is why I was being serious. Let's move on to a subject that she actually has some credibility in. Singing.
Oh, we're not losing listeners. Don't turn that dial. Don't. He's kidding. Don't turn that dial.
Oh, you're talking about the Tam fan club. Sorry. I was talking about the Star Me at Large.
Please, Star Me at Large. Don't turn the channel.
I'm talking about tens of women versus thousands of listeners, okay?
Oh, here we go. My Facebook says that more men listen to me than women.
I love you.
Unfortunately.
Which is why I want your for real expertise on this. You have actually sang the national anthem many a times.
Correct.
You have. I mean, and so therefore you have some expertise on how to rock the national anthem. This last weekend was the NBA All-Star Game, and our girl Fergie decided to go a different direction with the national anthem.
Oh my gosh. I hate this feeling. I hate this feeling.
Do you have more than just that little bit?
Yeah, we can play it.
Can we play it?
Yeah.
Oh, say, can you see?
Is this real though? For sure?
Yeah. Okay. This was the NBA All-Star Game. I can't believe you haven't heard this yet.
What so proudly wail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars.
I think this sounds pretty good right here.
Through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watch.
How have you not heard this?
We're so
Big deal.
gallantly streaming.
Yeah.
In the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
The crowd loves it.
No, they're laughing.
For the land of the free.
Like, there's moments that she nails it, I think.
Oh.
And the home of the
Mr. President.
Yeah.
brave.
I can't believe you haven't heard this yet.
Basketball.
So she does this, and America wants their money back. Like, people are saying this is the worst rendition of the national anthem
Fergie needs
they've
to
ever
apologize.
heard. Fergie needs to apologize to America. People are losing their minds. So as a musician, as a singer, I mean, what is your honest takeaway from it?
Well, as a singer, as an artist, you have to be very careful when you want to do different renditions of something.
Mm-hmm.
So for someone to do a rendition like that, you have to be bold in saying, I'm not going to ruin the essence of the song. And then I think this is different. It's not like just somebody wrote it and it's like a cool song. You know, like that song, what is it? Stay with me.
Yeah.
No, 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 no. That dude, Sam Hunt.
Sam Smith.
Sam Smith, same thing.
I know Smith.
And so him being able to sing that song, that's a killer song. The way he sings it, just his voice, just all of that is so, it's like, whoa, dude, like you're good at this. And then if you do that cover, if you do a cover of that, you got to make sure that one, you're either as good of a singer as Sam, or you're so unique that you're not going to run off, you know, so far that you like butcher the song. With this song, this is a national anthem.
Right.
The Star-Spangled Banner, if you will.
Thank you.
And that in itself, you have to keep the essence of this song. I think that it was unique because she's sick. She wants to be different. I get it. She wants to be different. Vocally,
it is the NBA basketball All-Star game. Vocally, yes.
So the fact that you are really pulling out that spot, I think that was a little flat. I'll give you that much. It was a little pitchy for the But there's been times when I've tried to hit higher notes. Like there's that. Remember, I brought it in here and I was petrified because I was singing at the fights.
Yeah.
And
think about your emotions.
Yeah.
Think about like.
I got the clip right here.
Say, can you see butterflies and weeds?
Okay. Okay. Which is weird because I still have my cough.
That was at Jackson's MMA series? Is that when you sang at Jackson's MMA series?
And so I was singing that song, and there's a part where I said, I'm going to try something different. And I tried it for my mom, and she was like, if you can hit it, do it. If you can't, don't do that. And it's that part, and the same part that she did. But like you wanna change it up, but you have to just be so careful. Sometimes it's just best to sing the song as it is, because the song is a hard song to sing in general. So when you nail the song as it is and you sing it with strength and you sing it with power and you sing it with conviction, then it makes a whole world of difference. You know?
It does.
And so, yeah, I think maybe she should have not done that version. Yeah. But to have people want their money back, you didn't go to see the national anthem, unless you're, of course, me. Then you do go to see the national anthem. Right. But like, or the Super Bowl, like you want to watch the national anthem and halftime show. But like, you know, you can't ask for your money back. That's just being a baby. Like you're like, don't.
Well,
do
we
that.
can ask for an apology.
Well, guess what, jerks?
What?
She did.
Oh,
she got her money back?
I was wondering when she was going to respond.
I
did
honestly,
what?
it's so weird that how am I the like
What did she do? She did what?
quote voice of reason on this one because I feel bad for her.
She didn't do anything wrong.
Dude,
I was just
people
joking.
no, but people like on the live line immediately. It was so disrespectful. Don't make a show of it. Do it with honor and respect.
What? See, I
Somebody
don't
else
get
said
that.
so insulting.
See, I don't get
and
that
these
at
are,
all.
These are members of the Star Army. Somebody, Derek said, you do the anthem straightforward. It was not good. It was a good idea. Like with the different voice quality, it could have been really awesome, but her voice is not smooth enough to do that rendition.
Some pretty good moments in there.
Yeah, but poor Fergie, man, because she got roasted. I mean, people were talking about
I don't
the
think
worst.
it's worth roasting.
No, and like
This roast is delicious, though.
I'm old, so I remember the Roseanne Barr moment. Do you remember when Roseanne did the national anthem? She grabbed herself and spit at the flag, and it was like awful, and it was and that was completely disrespectful.
Not
that
funny.
deserves roasting.
Yeah.
She was truly trying something. Now maybe it wasn't the best rendition. She shouldn't have tried to change it up. We're talking about the NBA All-Star game where Drake opens it. I'm not even being funny. It was like hip hop, different things. And it's like, all right, we're going to try and do a jazzy rendition of our national anthem. I do not believe she was trying to be disrespectful. So she did respond, actually. She said, quote, I've always been honored and proud to perform the national anthem, and last night I wanted to try something special for the NBA. I'm a risk taker artistically, but clearly this rendition didn't strike the intended tone. I love this country and honestly tried my best.
Yeah. That's well said.
So
Well
TNT said the game drew an average of 7.7 million viewers, so obviously quite a bit of people watched it, and unfortunately, the memes have just as many views because people just went to town. I mean, they just roasted her for it.
And this is where cyberbullying
But
comes in.
here's the question. Here's a real question. Did she really even need to apologize?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like in our culture, like now, unfortunately, it's like she just immediately was like, I'm just going to go ahead and apologize. And maybe it's a biblical precedent or biblical principle of like a soft answer turning away wrath or just, but like, dang, dude, did she really need to apologize?
But think about this. Even if you feel like you didn't do anything wrong, like let's say I said something that Tam or some of her friends thought was inappropriate.
Okay.
And
No, that's
I
true.
don't necessarily think I said anything wrong. I still apologize.
But that's what I'm saying. I know you did. And it honestly really made me mad at the beginning of the hour because I'm like, why are you apologizing for something you did not intend? And I get it that people will take it in a certain, but how sensitive are we in a culture where no matter what, whatever your intention was, if you somehow offend somebody, you must immediately apologize? And let me freaking Jesus juke it because we know that the gospel in and of itself is offense. Have you ever apologized to anybody for sharing the gospel? Hey, really sorry this upset you. Really sorry this hurt your feelings. Real sorry that you're dealing with the gravity of your sin and death and eternity. Don't mean to offend.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
I'm going to be a snarky jerk right now because I'm sick of seeing this in culture and I'm sick of people attacking others who are well-intended because there is a difference between being disrespectful, dishonoring, disgusting, and unintentionally offending someone because they didn't like that version. And it makes me sad that Fergie had to nationally, like publicly apologize. That sucks, guys.
No, you're right.
I have something to say. I don't think I don't think that Fergie had to apologize.
Right.
I think that she did it because she looked at the consequences as a whole and saw that I made this decision. I ran it through. She probably ran it through some people before she did it and said, hey, what do you guys think about this rendition? And they said, this is beautiful. I love it. You changed it up. You did this, this, and this. I know we're taking a risk, but we're doing this and this. They're probably so excited when they were doing this rendition. Yeah. And then the nerves behind it and the excitement behind it and everything else that comes in. The key also may have been a little like half a step too high. But that's also like managerial. Like they need to be looking at that as well. Now, she didn't have to apologize, but she did. And I thought that was really mature of her.
Oh, she definitely took the high road. Yes.
And so I think that's great. And in each situation, there are people who don't. And so I don't feel bad for her in the sense that she had to apologize. She didn't have to do anything. Yeah. She did it. So I don't feel sorry for her in that sense. I think it's cool that she stepped up and said, I'm going to be mature and I'm not going to freak out about the fact that people were offended at this. It turned out to be not what I thought it was going to be. But because I am mature and I don't have to worry about what other people think about me, I'm still going to apologize because I love them. I love this song. I love this country. And then two, I'm going to do it because I want them to know my intent. So in her apologizing, it showed her intent was not to do this, and this. So also, topically speaking, you can't just say that every topic is the same. Sharing the gospel, you apologizing for something that came across, whatever, or him having to apologize because people think he's so mean to me on the show, whatever it is. So it's topical. It depends on the situation.
Well, people are chiming in left and right. Somebody just chimed in and said, actually, in their opinion, it was disrespectful. The national anthem is not something to take lightly or make a fun song out of. As the son of a Marine, I take it as disrespectful. Cool.
Okay.
Hey, shout out to your son for his service, first of all, because that is awesome. Your comment, however, frustrates the crap out of me. I'm not going to lie. As someone who was in the Coast Guard and did serve, as someone who, cool military school, New Mexico Military Institute, like I care greatly for, man, don't even get me started. Sorry,
but also with that, you have to keep in mind that not everyone feels the same way about stuff, and so your response.
But I don't think she was taking it lightly. Look at her. Look at the way that she sang it. Look at her apology as she talked about how much love and respect she has for our nation, and she wanted to do something special.
Right.
You chose to take the way that she took it artistically as disrespect, but she wasn't doing that with intent to disrespect anyone. Yeah. She was trying to honor our nation.
And that's what I'm saying is in this situation, you're gonna hear tons of people's opinions, you're gonna hear tons of people's feedback, tons of everybody's this, and this. There are some things that we won't be able to change. So that person having this feeling of my son's a Marine or whatever it is, and I'm offended by all this stuff, no matter what we say, it may not change the way that they think. But being able to, my response to them is, I'm really sorry that you were offended. If they ask me what I thought about it or my opinion on it, well, I didn't think that it was disrespectful to the country or the nation. I thought it was just not the best rendition of the song. But because the song itself still had the same melodic line mostly, that was good, she kept that. But the way she sang it, I guarantee you, if you strip the music out, she still has the same melody line, okay? If she was going to sing an a cappella.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay? So, yes, you added in this melodic line to it where it does jazz it up a little bit, but if you take that out, she probably did the song as it was, just slow, but not as slow as what's her name did on the piano that one time. Yes. So, and people get mad about different things. So, I really think that the way that you push this forward and out or forward and move it to kind of have this togetherness is by saying, I know that you and I don't have the same opinion on this, okay? And I'm sorry that it offended you. And I'm sorry that this doesn't offend me. And by I'm sorry, I don't mean like I'm just saying like it doesn't offend me this way. So is there a way that we can come together on something on this, that we will agree that she's an artist that tried her best and that at least she did apologize? Man, that's cool that she apologized. Yeah, it didn't work out, but she apologized, and then we get to move past that. Because you don't want to lose those relationships because of it. You want to keep dividing all this stuff. People just are hungry for drama. They're just so hungry for it. So when people see that you and I are good to go, when people see that we're happy as a clam and that I love you and you love me, then they know that it's okay to be that way. It's just like when a parent freaks out about something and the kid's like, I need to freak out too. But if the parent stays calm and everything's good to go, the kids stay calm and it's good to go. I'm not saying you have to lie to people, but I am saying that the way that we respond and the way that we communicate now after the matter is so important.
Right.
And people just kind of want to be heard. They just want to throw out their opinions all the time and be heard and be heard and be heard. So you listen and then you take it with a grain of salt and you say, okay, now let's talk about the important stuff.
I think we have a great responsibility as people to we have a choice when it comes to offense. I'm trying to use my words carefully because I'm very frustrated. I think a lot of times we choose to be offended by things that there's no intended offense. And we need to take a look at that ourselves and ask ourselves, why are we so offended by this? What is offensive about it? And why am I choosing to respond this way? Why am I not responding with kindness? I'm the worst offender when it comes to this because I can choose to take offense to quite a lot of things. But I think we need to be very careful about the things that we actually seriously allow to ruin our day or wreck us to a point where we have to lash out on social media somewhere so that we can get our point across. Because at that point, is it really about the offense or is it about your opinion?
Right.
Do you really need to share your opinion about this?
Right. And I think that's a really wise point, is because you didn't record me saying that was a wise point, did you, Dex? Can you dump that?
Ringtone, girl!
Yes, it's
Every time
recorded.
Tam
And that was a
calls
really
me
wise
now,
point.
it's
And that
like,
was a really wise
that was a
point.
really wise point. Hold on, my girl Tam's calling me. Oh, hey,
that
Tam.
was a really wise
Or
point.
were you just calling to get my wise points? Yes, I know.
So, and the reason why I say that is because as a whole, you know, Scripture talks about looking over an offense, that it is a good idea. It is good for you. It is good for someone. It does them good to look past an offense. And that's really important because you get less frustrated throughout the day. And you realize all that junk going on inside of you doesn't have to be projected onto me. But the way that I respond to you, because if it is affecting me, because when I'm upset and I'm frustrated, and I can come in here and say, Dex, why did you throw away the meat that I gave you? Because someone told me that you threw it away. And I'm like, Dex, what's your deal? And I'm blowing up at you. I'm really, really mad. I'm getting really angry first because, man, it hurts me that you just think that I would just do this and this. And that if, in fact, you heard that I had to throw it away, that something probably would have happened out of my control, or maybe you would give me the benefit of the doubt that maybe I forgot it on the counter, or I forgot this, and this. See, there's a difference there when we have a conversation about it. There's a difference because now you're for me, and now I'm chilling out, and I'm responding in a good way to you because I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I'm respecting you as a human being, and we're able to talk through stuff because we love each other, and that's important. So in this case, when people are giving their opinions and they're giving all this stuff out, it's really important that when you do look over an offense, you say, something's making this person upset. There is baggage in this person's life that is impacting what they're telling me right now. Now, on the flip side, everyone's going to say, well, then there's baggage that's affecting you, and there's some people who just want to fight.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, because they're mad.
Well, what's interesting is in our nation right now, we look at the national anthem and we go, yo, this is sacred. You cannot mess with this national anthem. We're going to stand at football games. We're going to sing it a particular way. This is the melody, and this is the reason why. But if you go back and look at the history of it, and I promise you, I'm not meaning any offense. I just want people to start to think about what they choose to get offended by. And it wasn't a song. It was written as a poem that was put into a newspaper because a gentleman saw during the War of 1812 this scene where an American flag was standing alone on this war-torn battlefield and penned a poem.
Yep.
Put it in a newspaper.
You learned that in sixth grade.
What's interesting is when it was originally put to a tune, people were offended because it was a popular English drinking song. And they were like, what are you doing? Why are you disrespecting our poem, if you will, of our country? It wasn't the anthem at the time. It wasn't anything, but people decided to set it to this drinking tune because it sounded good. So they do that. And then a few years later, people started referring to it as the Star Spangled Banner. And in 1916, almost 100 years after it was penned, announced it should be played at official events, and it was adopted as the national anthem in 1931. So we got over 100 years of history of this song where it was penned for a particular purpose.
Yep.
To get our nation excited, if you will, to kind of wrap people's brains around the fact that there are men, at the time just men, who fought for us during the War of 1812. And then they put it to music and offended some. And where I'm going with that is people are choosing to take offense to her rendition because they said, that's not the way you sing it. Because today there's a particular way that we say we do it. And yet the original intent wasn't even that, and people took offense to the fact that it's set to a bar tune.
And
so we need
sometimes there's a important thing here. Is it that's not the way that it goes, or it's not the way that I like it?
Exactly. Oh, that's exactly where I wanted to go. Because you're a worship leader. You understand this greatly. Because we serve, the creator of the universe. And our call to worship isn't just on Sundays where we sing songs, but it's with our everything. And yet many people can get hung up on the way that we worship and choose to take offense by, I don't like the way you sang that song. And I don't like the way that you guys did it. And I don't like the lights. I don't like that. Yes. And people will choose to take offense to something like that. And I really just want to call us all out because, again, I'll tell you first and foremost, I'm very guilty of this. We all are as human beings. We can do this, but it's frustrating when we see somebody who clearly intended to honor our nation and in turn takes the high road and apologizes. I'm not a huge Fergie fan. I've actually preferred the Black Eyed Peas before Fergie got there. Bridging the Gap was an incredible record. However, I'm stoked for her because she seriously humbled herself in a way that she didn't have to and apologized. And said, yo, I didn't mean any disrespect. I love our country. And I was wanting to do something special. And if that's not the way you took it, then I'm sorry.
And even, too, looking as an artist for future stuff, something that she may have learned, too, in this time, and it's what people have done before in the past, heavy metal stuff. Sometimes, they'll do a rendition, because I've heard the national anthem as heavy metal. And it's, so patriotic and means the world to these people who did that. And they love it, but they recorded it. So it's on their album or it's on iTunes or it's on YouTube or something like that instead. And they're not offending the entire United States of America in a sense. Now, think about the president and how hard that is to be the president. And then also, if you are used to not worrying about what people say or think about what you say, and you're used to not ever apologizing or not needing to apologize, then sometimes you get yourself in a little bit more trouble because people really do have something to say. Someone's always going to have something to say. But even being an artist and stuff and growing up, and we were listening to some old stuff that I had last night on our drive back from Las Cruces, and there were some songs that I was like, man, that's really awesome. And then there were some songs that I was like, I don't know, I would have changed this, I would have changed that. What if I would have gone public with that song? What if I this? What if I that? There's different things that you think through as an artist. And so maybe for her, she wants to just record it now and say, okay, I'll keep the recording of it because a lot of people loved it and a lot of people hated it. So the jazz fans out there, I bet you anything they loved this version. And they probably want to do it because it was very jazzy. It's got that thing to it, So you can't take away from the people who did love it as well, who are very supportive and who are encouraging her,
Yeah, dude, and we see people take it differently. I think every single year there's this band that I love. Go ahead and get ready to take offense, certain people. They're called Metallica. They hail from San Francisco, and every year they have Metallica Day at the San Francisco Giant Stadium, and Kirk Hammett and James Hetfield get out there with 2 amps and 2 guitars, and they crush the national anthem, and it's incredible with the harmonies that they're able to pull off with just their guitars,
beautiful.
Right? But it's a completely different take on the national anthem, and I've never seen anywhere anyone go, oh my gosh, it's so offensive, or like Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock, which is infamous, you know what I mean? I want to go back and see who took offense to that in the moment because he crushed it. Yep. And yet this version is just getting, I hate this culture. I do. I'm sorry. I'm offended by this culture, guys.
And that's a good point, is we were talking about looking over offenses. And so if people are offended at what we say or offended at what we do, we in the same turn, just like we're asking them to do, is not be offended that they're mad about it. We have to look past that as well, because otherwise we internalize it, and that kind of shows a different thing. And I know this is Psych Tamara coming out, but when you internalize those things, you begin to have this doubt about who you are and about who God's made you to be and the person that you are and the personality that you have and the characteristics that you have and things like that. And so it's important that you don't start to internalize certain things because you become depressed or you become offended or you become worried about what everyone is thinking. And sometimes you can create thoughts in other people's heads that they're not thinking. You can imagine that they're doing this or that they're saying this or they're probably this or probably that. And that's assumption. And you don't want to do that. That makes you feel very, very sick. And it's not good.
Well, that's why we always just need to understand the character of God, and we also need to understand our identity within that.
Mhm.
Because when we truly understand that we are beloved and that the creator of the universe has created us for a very specific purpose,
Yes.
whatever that is for you individual, it hurts a little less when people are
It does.
horrible and offensive and
Yeah.
say, dude, trust me, I get it regularly, but I know my calling and I know why I'm here.
Mhm.
And I could choose to take offense to those things, or I could understand that my identity is not wrapped up in their words, but in Christ.
And also another thing that comes to mind is being very open to change. Oftentimes, because we say, well, I'm not going to let that touch me. I'm not going to this, and this. Then I just shut down. It's easy to shut down. It's easy to say I'm going to live in my own world. It's easy to say I'm just going to walk away then. But if there is something, because sometimes God does use things to give us a little bit of a different perspective.
Yep.
To create certain things or boundaries or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And that's important because if we're open to that and we say, you know what, because I love you so much as my friend, or because I love you as my family, or because God's called me, even if you're hard to love or something random, like I don't know
That's
you,
me, bro. Pretty hard to love.
If I'm like, I don't even know your name,
Got
but
a hard outer shell.
I know all of your flaws, but I don't even know your name. I'm just mad at you. Well, I can still love you because God's given me the ability to do so. And so when this happens, don't shut down. Because in being mature and being able to walk through the valley or walk through these thorn bushes sometimes, being able to be open to change and say, is there something today that I do need to change about that? And if I'm doing my best in this, and this, and someone else has also brought this attention to me, or I've talked to a friend of mine and said, hey, do you think that I'm a little harsh in my words? Do you think that I'm too forwarded with this, and this, or whatever it might be? Then you trust that person, and then you say, okay, I'm going to change it up a little bit. But you don't take it where it's so heavy that you've now changed it to become this issue where now it's an obsession, or it's made you not a better person, but a worse person in turn.
What does Buck have to say about it?
I'm sure you've been trying to call for the past 30 minutes, Buck.
Bucky.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Go ahead, sir.
Buck.
Hi. So my name is
Go ahead,
Richard. I'm
Buck.
15 years old.
Oh, hi, Richard.
I just texted in and I had said, I'm the son of a Marine, and about the national anthem.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to call and clarify, because I am in no way upset with the singer that sung the national anthem at all.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. I mean, this is like, I do tend to feel strongly about, players kneeling for the national anthem or anything like that. But with the singer, I'm not even upset. I think it was a little bit, I don't know, she took it too lightly.
But I mean, let me ask you
that.
something. Hold on, man. Let me ask you something. You think she took it too lightly, but what in her performance makes you come to that conclusion? Because I saw somebody passionately like belting it out, and she didn't hit that big note. But if you watch her, man, if you've ever tried to perform something and you're in it, I know as a worship leader, I had to like dial it back, and I was actually instructed that because I kept going sharp because I was just so caught up in it and so passionate that I would go sharp, and in turn I had to dial it back and go, okay, I got to focus on my voice because I'm still trying to honor God with it. So I am truly curious. What caused you to think that?
I'm not even like, it was disrespectful because she messed up or anything like that. I mean, somebody could do the national anthem passionately and completely fail, but if their heart was in it, I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. That's still, they sung it. For me, though, it's just the national anthem is something that is kind of a somber thing. Every time that I hear the national anthem, I think of our country's fallen heroes. And my dad was a Marine. He didn't die, but still, and it gets me thinking of that, and it's just kind of sad and just a time to honor and respect the people who have fought and died for our liberties. And so when somebody just makes a jazz song out of it, that just doesn't sit quite.
Are you
right
okay with like Jimi Hendrix or Metallica performing on an electric guitar? Is that okay, or
it's a good question?
Does that?
I honestly, I will say this: I am a fan of Metallica, but even that, I just don't think that. Okay, I didn't even know that they used to do that.
They
Or
still do it.
do that
They do
at
it
the
every
Giants
year.
Stadium?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I
also,
just know they did it, but
Buck's been trying
I
to
know,
call
but
for like
just
20
really,
minutes.
just really quick, Richard. Richard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Really appreciate you calling in, and also, this is a really good example as to if you feel a certain way and they feel a certain way, that what you guys agree on is that you both honor and respect the military. You both honor and respect this nation, and you said your dad's a Marine, is that right?
That's right. I hung up on him. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you, Richard, and
Thank
we
you, Richard.
appreciate that.
Sorry, we're just getting low on time here, and I know Buck wants to chime in.
All right, fine.
Hello?
I'm just calling in on the Buck line.
Yeah, I know.
Hey man, I'll give you the top secret phone line
Who
so
talked
that
the most
you don't have
today?
to wait anymore.
Who
so that you don't
talked
have
the
to
most
wait.
today on air?
You know, honestly, I didn't even think Dex was there. I thought
Yeah,
he did, like,
agreed.
a
Yeah, hashtag
like,
time's up for
timeout.
Dex.
He's trying not to
Seriously.
offend anybody.
Yeah.
Because this is exactly what happens when someone says something out of turn and then doesn't realize the ramifications of it, because then it caused Dex to shut up for the day. Kind of like causing Fergie to apologize for something she didn't need to apologize for.
No.
Which is why we all need to be careful with our words. I'm not talking about you. I'm
kinda
not talking about you.
It kind of sucks coming at her like that, because, I mean, really, when you think about taking artistic license to do something like this, you know, really, this started, like, when did this start? In the 60s with a crazy left-handed guitarist named Jimi Hendrix, you know, playing the national anthem on his guitar.
Yeah.
And it was, like, still one of the most epic things that has ever been done, you know? But, I mean, obviously, he took artistic license for what he was doing, and she did the same thing.
Yep.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's true.
Dude, I couldn't agree with you more. What is happening?
Yeah, I mean...
Is this what happens
Yeah,
when you
that
get
was
old? Is this what happens?
I couldn't tell you because I'm not old. Why you think Top Shot?
It's a smart man.
I meant older. When you get older and wiser. That's what you didn't let me finish. I apologize.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Oh man. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, love you, buddy. I'm with you.
That's all.
Buck, what are you doing? Where are you going, man?
I am going to go get a massage right now. I've been waiting for like 2 months to get a massage, and now I'm finally getting one. So
It's
I'm
important
actually
when you get
about to pull
old.
into the-
To get your monthly massage.
Well, you know, when you work like I do, you know, you just, you know, every now and then you have to do that.
Yeah, walking home to home is so hard.
Yeah. Stepping in and out of that Lexus has just got to be
so hard.
Heated seats and just
Filling out that paperwork.
It's
so
got to
hard.
be. Oh gosh, I can't even fathom the callus on your middle
gosh.
finger from like signing your name so many times.
So hard.
First of all, they're heated and air conditioned.
Good for you.
They are.
You have no idea the amount of stress that my job carries.
No, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just making all that money.
Just yeah. I'd be so stressed all the time.
You know,
just wiping
you
your
guys
brow
both
with
need to-
What I'm telling you is
Benjamins. and
enjoy
just say,
wherever
like,
you're gonna go,
Gosh,
Buck.
I can imagine. Just
Can't even imagine your
Hey,
life.
Dex, can you hand me one of those Benjamins over there so I can wipe my forehead?
Yeah,
Cool.
here you go.
Oh gosh, just got so sweaty in this
You know what?
car. Here.
You know what? Hey, you're right now. What you're doing is you're saying that since I'm being blessed with this, you're making fun of it.
You're right.
Wow.
You know what? Hey, you're
But
right.
you're
I'm gonna take the high
complaining
road here
because you're
and
blessed.
apologize.
there
Look, I
jealousy
meant
in the
no
room?
offense.
You're
I'm just.
complaining because I'm blessed.
No,
guys
you
need to
are.
read that
You're
You were
down.
complaining.
because I'm blessed.
You were just complaining. We
Hey,
weren't.
man.
Can we get you that shirt that
I
says
wasn't-
hashtag blessed right across the chest?
Too blessed to be stressed.
Boom.
You
Yeah.
just said you had to go get a
There
massage
you
because
go.
your
There you go.
job was
Too
so
blessed
stressful.
to be stressed. Don't stress
You
out about
enjoy
my
that
work.
massage, man.
Yes.
Enjoy it.
Man, you two are haters. I mean, I have just this is ridiculous.
This is not why I waited 45
Hashtag time's
minutes.
up, guys.
Uh-huh.
We miss you already, Buck.
I'm sorry for offending you.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Sorry.
I'm not
I'll
offended
talk
by
to
you, Buck.
There you go. Guys, that
I
was
know
a
you're not. I know
working
you're not. I'll talk to you
illustration
later.
of how
Goodbye.
easy
Not
it is
to
to be
those
offended by
Enjoy
work.
that massage, buddy.
Working illustration right there.
Enjoy that
Oh,
massage.
you're
All right.
fading. Oh,
Bye-bye.
All right.
It's been a quality hour.
quality.
Quality with the Tam.
Tim, we got
Tam.
serious for a minute. And it was really good.
I know. Let's get serious about my bangs.
Oh gosh.
Cut
Okay.
my bangs.
I hate them.
You
I
hate 'em?
hate
Do
bangs.
I look like I'm like 15?
No, Chrissy. I
Do I look like you
hate
now
bangs.
with bangs? You have technically some bangs. Dex likes my bangs.
I never said that.
You like my bangs.
I know.
And that's okay to say.
I've never commented on your bangs.
You like my bangs.
You will never get a compliment from me ever again.
You like
Way to ruin it.
Yep.
Way to ruin it, ladies.
I'm done.
Way to ruin Dex.
Yep, I'm done, and so is the show. Goodbye.
Yeah.
You can leave now, Tam.
Bye now.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
Happiness, often talked about, greatly misunderstood, as Skip Heitzig says.
Essentially, from the Bible's perspective, the way to happiness is holiness. True happiness